Hello. Anybody out there?
Now, and recapping our top story tonight at 5 o'clock, Trezell and Jacqueline West found guilty this morning on 5 of 7 counts in the murder of 2 of their adoptive children, Orson and Orrin West, whose bodies have still not been found. Among the guilty verdicts, second-degree murder, involuntary manslaughter, full cruelty to a child.
2 of the 7 counts. Today's verdict does not quite close the book on this 3-year-old deal, but it brings us to the doorstep. 17's Robert Price.
Our top story tonight at 5 o'clock. Trezell and Jacqueline West found this morning on 5 of 7 counts in the murder of 2 of their adoptive children, toddlers Orson and Orrin West, whose bodies have still been found. Among the guilty verdicts, second-degree murder, involuntary manslaughter, and willful cruelty. 2
of the 7 counts ended in hung jury. Today's verdict does not quite look on this 3-year-old ordeal, but it brings us to the doorstep. 17's Robert Price reports it's been a roller coaster, not just for the boy's biological family, for the entire community.
Some trials go beyond exercises in justice that are confined to the participants and their immediate families. Some trials community and touch us in ways that other trials just can't. With Orrin and Orson West, boys who never got a chance to become who they might have been, victims of an imperfect system that, for all the good it does, still has shortcomings. How does one seize the attention and the passion of so many people for such a sustained period? The 2 victims, unknown to virtually everyone except their closest relatives, capture an entire community's heart. Mark Anthony Mondo, a local defense attorney who has followed the trial closely but is not connected to it, says it's about the unique legal challenge of this case and about the innocence of these boys.
I think the combination of factors, number one, 2 little children, their disappearance. Also the fact that there were no bodies presents some unbelievable challenges to gain a conviction. So it has both the legal aspect of interest and also just the heart is also grabbed.
For public fascination and empathy, no question. The search for the boys, the investigation, the lead up to the trial took many twists and turns, but public interest never seemed to wane. Angel Lee, who has been in the courtroom most to trial said it was in about the pure innocence of victims.
So it started from California City back to Bakersfield, where it originated from, and boots on the ground out here in Bakersfield, and just, you know, the hearts around the world had for these two little babies.
Made for sentencing and for a decision by the DA on whether to retry the 4 charges, 2 per defendant, left unresolved. 2 defendants, 10 guilty verdicts. Is that closure? That's a question each of us will have to answer in our own way. At the Kern County Courthouse, Robert Price, 17 News.
We are back now in our top story tonight at 5 o'clock. Brazil and Jacqueline West found guilty this morning. 5 of 7 counts in the murder of 2 of their adopted children, toddlers Orson and Orrin West, whose bodies have still not been found. Verdicts: second-degree murder, involuntary manslaughter, and willful cruelty to a child.
2 of the 7 counts ended in today's verdict does not quite close the book on this 3-year-old ordeal, but it brings us to the doorstep.
Like, seriously, what is going on? No fucking sense.
Like larger body is what it was. Under 10, 12, 300, it's so cold. And then it takes a while for her to start putting it up.
It don't matter. Y'all are going to eat.
Because Graham is not fish. What?
West ever moved.
What happened? Head.
Nothing.
What you talking about? You just talk.
Yeah, fucking. bless. Okay, sorry, y'all. He hasn't left, but it's quiet. They're outside, and I don't have to worry about it. He is leaving to go to work. I will talk to y'all later why I'm so cursing. I'm really annoyed this morning. If I go silent, it means they walk back in. All right. So we had some time to sleep on this verdict, and I really, really, really feel some type of way with it. Like, how can you have second degree unalive if you have involuntary manslaughter? Like, how can you be charged with the same thing? And that's for one, because counts 1 through 3 were for Orrin and 4 through 6 were for Orson. So, how can you have that charge when it's basically the same damn charge? Just one is worse than the other. And then on the other kid, you couldn't even. I don't understand like how they had a mistrial on them too. And I am praying to God that they do retry them on them 2 counts. Box and a brick wall. Really? Oh, no. Poor baby. Dad never said he was a smart kid. Well, no duh. That was cute. I never said he was a smart kid. I am so just annoyed today. I don't know if I'm just annoyed because of I'm still on the verdict from yesterday. I mean, I'm happy that Oren got his justice, but poor Orson, like, where's his justice? How can you not convict them on that one as well? You heard the kid say he was there. You took him out of the house, and that was the last time they seen him. He never came back. So what are you trying to what are you trying to say that the baby just disappeared into thin air, leaving with mom and dad? Or was he left with one of the grandparents that said that he wasn't there, where they said that he was? Like, it doesn't, I don't understand. I don't understand how you can convict on one, but you can't convict on the other. But right, somebody needs to go visit her up there. She gets lonely by herself in Walmart. This kid don't quit slamming my fucking doors. I'm gonna knock the shit out of him. Just saying. And he's not a kid. He's a teen. He's 17. So, and he's got one more goddamn time.
What?
Slam my fucking door.
I ain't slamming.
Yes, you are.
No, you're not.
If they can hear it on here, that means you're loud enough for it to be slammed.
I'm just trying to go water the dogs. That's it.
Well, why? If you're watering the dogs, what are you doing in here?
I'm done now.
No.
I had to water one dog.
Well, they only got to slam doors just to water a dog.
I wasn't trying to slam the door. My bad. Yeah. The last little bit that was in that bucket, I gave it. I said the last little bit that was in that bucket, I gave it to Junior. Hurry up. You call upon her sleep because she had all day to sleep. She said, I ain't at work.
No. Yeah. Yeah. My daughter used to get smacked all the fucking time for slamming doors. Give a damn. Yep. I agree with you. Hell yeah. Damn, man. I get back in. Want to slam something? Here, I'm going to slam something for you. Come here. My mom didn't play that shit when it came to slamming doors. Hell no. I slammed my door when I was 16 one time. One time because I got mad. When I got home from school that day, that door won't there no more. And I didn't get it back for like 6 fucking months. You know? Yeah, 6 months. I had no privacy for 6 fucking months because I wanted to slam the door one time. What? Yeah, it's in my hand. It's not on the table. Go fuck yourself. God damn, as much as you guys smoke on mine, I on it. I can keep up. Yeah, it's mine. So why can't I hold it?
No, then you had them in here walking around looking for it.
It's been sitting because it's been sitting right here. I'm gonna hand it to you on your way out.
That's what I was saying. I was gonna ask you, but you wouldn't answer me.
I can't believe it. I'm sitting here talking to y'all, and I'm muted. Now I'm pulling Kit. Lord have mercy. All right, I'm sorry. I'm back. Can somebody go to Facebook and see if I'm live over there? Because it keeps saying that I'm on there, and it won't let me see. All right, cool. So that might be a good thing. All right, no, okay, so it isn't going. It isn't. Never mind, because I never started the event over there. Ah, I don't know why it put it on. I didn't put it on. There we go. All right, all right. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I fixed it. It was driving me crazy. All right, so I have another video I wanted to play of them for yesterday.
City. Doorstep. And 17's Robert Price, it's been a roller coaster, not just for the boys' biological family, but for the entire community.
Some trials go beyond
Okay.
exercises of justice. They're confined to the participants and their immediate families. Some trials reach into the community and touch us in ways that other trials just can't. Such was the case with Orrin and Orson West, boys who never got the chance to become who they might have been, victims of an imperfect system that, for all the good it does, still has shortcomings. How does one trial seize the attention and the passion of so many people for such a sustained period? How did two young victims, unknown to virtually everyone except their closest relatives, capture an entice heart? Mark Anthony Raimondo, a local defense attorney who has followed the trial closely but is not connected to it, says it's about the unique legal challenge of this case and about the innocence of these boys.
I think the combination of factors, number one, two little children, the nature of their disappearance, also the fact that there were no bodies, presents unbelievable challenges to gain a conviction. So it has both the legal aspect of interest and also just the heart is also grabbed.
A recipe for public fascination and empathy, no question. The search for the boys, the investigation, the lead up to the trial took many twists and turns, but public interest never seemed to wane. Angel Lee, who has been in the courtroom for most of the trial, said it was, again, about the pure innocence of the young victims.
So it started from California City, back to Bakersfield, where it originated from, and then boots on the ground out here in Bakersfield. And just, the people around the world had love for these two little babies.
Now we wait for sentencing and for a decision by the DA on whether to retry the 4 charges, 2 per defendant, left unsolved. 2 defendants, 10 guilty verdicts. Is that closure? That's a question each of us will have to answer in our own way. At the Kern County Courthouse, Robert Price, 17 News.
Dinner. It's more than just a meal you make every night. It's a chance to slow down and catch your breath. To be fully present in the moment. Today, we'll show you how easy it is to practice mindfulness as you cook by focusing on your 5 senses. You can do this with any HelloFresh recipe. What do you see? Notice how the water bubbles, how the pasta softens and slowly sinks to the bottom. Do you hear anything? What does it sound like? What do you smell? Can you smell each ingredient in the sauce? Parmesan? Garlic? Take a deep breath and feel the air fill up your lungs. Great work. It's time to treat yourself. How's it taste? Try to enjoy all the different textures in each bite and how it all comes together.
Use code YT16 for 16 free meals and free shipping. Available for limited time.
Answer to where are the boys is they're dead and they're murdered.
The reality here, man, is 2 little boys went missing. It didn't do enough to show that no one
took him. It was wander off or dead.
There are glaring issues in this case that cannot be excused.
It's time for justice.
Where are the boys? It is a question that has haunted Kern County since December 21st, 2020, when 2 young brothers were reported missing out of California City. Thanks for joining us here on 17 News at noon. I'm Elena Rusk.
And I'm Maddie Jansen. After just 2 days of deliberation, a verdict has been reached in one of the most closely watched trials in Kern County history. Trezell and Jacqueline West have been found guilty on 1 count of second-degree murder for the death of Orrin West. But the jury was deadlocked on the 2nd count of second-degree murder related to the death of the other child, Orson. And so the judge declared a mistrial on 2 charges.
Now we have 17 News team coverage today. Our Alex Fisher taking a deep dive through this case starting from day 1. He'll have a full recap on the year-long investigation coming up. And 17's Marco Torres will have more on the boys' journey through foster care, which ultimately landed Orrin and Orson in the custody of the Wests.
But we began our coverage with a breakdown of the verdict. Trezell and Jacqueline West faced a slew of charges. Among them, second-degree murder, willful cruelty to a child, involuntary manslaughter, conspiring to commit murder, and falsely reporting an emergency. Counts 1 through 3 apply to Orrin West, who allegedly died in Bakersfield before the Wests ever moved to California City. Counts 4 through 6 apply to Orson, who prosecutors argue killed after Orrin died. On the first count of second-degree murder, the jury found Trezell and Jacqueline West guilty. The jury also turned in a guilty verdict on count 2, involuntary manslaughter of Orrin West. On the 3rd count of willful cruelty to a child, the jury found Trezell and guilty. But here's where the jury couldn't reach an agreement on 2 of the charges related to Orson. That mistrial was declared for count 4, conspiring to commit a murder, as well as count 5, second-degree murder. Prosecutors argued he was killed shortly after Orrin died. For count 6 of willful cruelty of a child related to Orson, the jury found Trezell and Jacqueline West guilty. And finally, count 7, false report of an emergency. The jury turning in a verdict of guilty. Trezell and Jacqueline West will be sentenced on July 13th.
Now, even 2 years after it.
Yep, that was it. That's it. I'm really up and down with that verdict. Like, I really don't feel like they should have went with guilty on one kid but not the other. I think both kids deserve the justice. And if you can only give one justice and not the other, then you shouldn't have get. I mean, I don't understand how you can't convict them on the other one. You know, they were in that house. They left that house and never came back to that house. But you did. So what happened to that baby? Like, where'd the baby hit? Oh, the baby just. Oh. Let me find out the baby's hiding out in the tree. 3 years now. By himself. He's just chilling on the park bench. I mean, come on. We've got to use our brain a little bit more than that. But that's my opinion. My opinion. So I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek of the premiere tonight. I wasn't too enthused with last night's episode that we watched, Twin Paranormal. Now I've seen quite a bit of their shows, and just for some reason why that one was just, I don't know, it kind of hit me the wrong way. We will be premiering at 8 o'clock, though. I'm pretty sure. I think they're going at 7. Damn it. I think you dumbass. You gotta share it. All right. Yeah, you can go ahead and send them to me. I do like this computer, my mother-in-law's computer, because it's friggin' touchscreen, y'all. I love it. Come on.
Sometimes, even myself, I've been enough to leave the Walton House.
Most of the sheriff's department is afraid to come in here.
Citizens of this community are afraid of this house.
That physically can't happen, but I saw it with my own eyes.
It's just mind-blowing. That's all I can say.
No way, man. Wow. Dude, this is cool. Are you serious?
Sometimes, even myself, I've been scared enough to leave the Walton House.
Most of the sheriff's department is afraid to come in here.
Citizens of this community are afraid of this house.
That physically can't happen, but I just saw it with my own eyes.
It's just mind-blowing. That's all I can say.
No way, man. Wow. Dude, this is cool. Are you serious, dude? Oh, whoa.
You really get to feel like you're interacting with something.
Dude.
Did y'all hear anything I just said? Yeah, I figured that. All right. So, what I was saying was that I went into Nana's live last night to watch Don Wells talk to her. I did not stay the whole time because of my thing that I had planned for last night. So Do we want to go over it? We can do that. You don't want to hear what he had to say to Nana? He wasn't disrespectful last night. I can say that. He wasn't cursing. He sounded very sober to me from what I did hear. Yeah, I think I've already seen those ones, Jen. Sugar. All right. Sugar, do me a favor. Go ahead and drop Nana's link for me. Did you just feel me looking at you, huh, buddy? Because you were steady asleep till. Oh, I love you. I love that kitty. I'm only gonna go from where he got where when he went up to where he got off. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. Okay, we're not gonna watch this whole thing because it was almost a 2 hour. It was a 2 hour live. So, and he was there from now till the end of the live. So,
We tried to tell people, exactly what happened over and over and over for Juneteenth will be 2 years, and they don't do no good. I mean, it does with some people say that. The people that matter, I mean, that's all that matters. But
Well, do you care if I ask you a few questions? They're not questions. Well, I'm actually come across the stupid questions to you, but they're not. Sort of like, what did you think of Jackie Dobbs?
I've never met the man, but I know from what I understand, he came forward and done everything he could to clear his name. And, I can't remember. Well, there's also more than that that I really can't talk about, as far as investigation.
Yeah.
But he really come forward and, he was going through, I know he's going through a divorce and some other things. And we really he had anything to do with Summer's disappearance.
Okay.
But
What about
really, yeah, go ahead.
What about Damien? So I got somebody that really wants to know your opinion about Damien.
I don't know who Damien is.
Damien, Jody's son. Did he get along with your kids, or did he
As
show?
far as I know, all I know about him is he sat at home and played videos all the time. That's all I know about him.
There's a picture of him at your house in the pool summer.
What?
Yeah.
No, I didn't never see no picture like that.
Guys,
He,
does
he
anybody
would
have it?
he would never come up to our house. He might come up to message for Jody Sue or something, but he would always go right back home. He'd never hang out.
Well, there's a picture of him, or they say it's him.
I'd like to see it. I don't think it's him. I don't think it's him. It might be one of the other kids that we've had up there, but I don't think it was ever him. Might be one of Sherry's or whatever her name was. One of their kids.
Yeah.
Something like that, but I don't think.
So you don't think Damien had anything to do with Summer getting gone or anything like that, right?
As far as I know. As far as I know. So many different possibilities. There's, I don't want to accuse anybody without any, or hurt anybody without any evidence. We've been through that for a long time, and we get hurt, constantly by people. They say they know, we're liars, and we done this, and we done that,
Right.
And the bad part about all that is, that's normal for people to do that. But to me, in my opinion, we got a battle with DCS, the courts, and everything else, and they run with it.
Yeah. Did you have court the other day, Don?
Yeah.
Like yesterday or the day before yesterday, something like that?
Yeah.
What did y'all do it virtual?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't guess I could ask you what happened, huh?
That's just really basically just another moment, our country, the state of Tennessee gets $3.2 billion off of kids foster care. So they're going to want to keep any kid they can in foster care. That's a fact. They sit there and argue, fuss and fight, or whatever. That's just fact. They're going to want to keep any kids they can in foster care.
Right.
Taking business, just like the prison system or any other system.
Leslie, when she's talking on that news briefing, I think it was like their second or third one, she said a family member called 911, but she didn't say who.
Yeah.
Who was it?
What was it? We know you said you called because you wound up calling Washington County, and they had to transfer you.
I was in, I don't know why I can't even remember the name of that town.
Jonesboro,
yeah. I was in Jonesboro. Candace called probably about the same time, I'd say.
Do you know why they haven't released those 911 calls yet?
I have no idea. I have no idea about any of it. But Hawkins County is kind of an entity.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to, let's just say I'm really upset about the whole situation, but
right.
I'm powerless to really do anything about it.
Well, there's not people that.
Now, I'm not going to do the comments. I was going to put the comments up there, but I decided not to show comments. Because the ones that I did read while I was
in this chat right now that aren't upset about that.
Right.
Trust
me.
Yeah. Let's see. When you would come home, I'm talking a normal day, not like when you went and done any kids or anything like that, Don. But when you would get off from work at evening and you would come in, what would a normal day after work be? What would this stuff? What would y'all do?
Well, normally, we might do any number of things. Like you can tell from all the pictures, she would take kids everywhere. I'm glad and thankful she was able to do that. But when we'd come in, and a lot of times we just build a bonfire, fire, or I might go by and get some fireworks or whatever, and just have a few beers, and just have a pretty good time, really.
Yeah.
I, you know,
Trust me, I know how it goes. I raised 8 of them. And that's what we did a lot. Can you tell us, by chance, if you remember, what did you say on the 911 call?
basically, daughter's missing, and I don't know exactly. I mean, that's all I know that I told. I don't really remember.
Yeah.
Hey, Kit. What's up, sweetheart? Um, dang it. No, I am not having any luck with anything. Not shit. I'm just going over the conversation Nana's Angels had with Don Wells last night. I was jumping in and out. I didn't get to watch it very much, and I'm not paying attention to any of the questions that people are asking in the comments. I just wanted to hear what them two were talking about, and I just want to hear what he says to her. That's my main objective of this. I'm not, I'm not bashing anybody. I think some of the questions she asks is very like questions that people have been wanting to know. So I figured we go ahead and, since Nana is a friend of mine, we're gonna go ahead and go over the video and see if he answers any questions that any of us had.
Okay, it's been said the boys saw her walk out the downstairs door and walked away.
Well, I don't know about walking away. They've seen her go down the basement.
No, I mean they're saying that they saw her walk out the basement door.
I heard that before. Never
That's
heard anything
what
like
Ronnie
that.
Lawson said
They
that.
were so busy in their games and stuff. There's no way they could have seen her walk out, as far as I know.
Right. I apologize for coughing, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay. Now, there's a recording up there where Ida Trent that she called you before summer went missing. I'm assuming it had to have been on a Sunday or Monday. She called you. And she said that she was going to come to you on Wednesday. And you said, well, I hope you know that CPS is going to be here on Wednesday. And she said, oh, well, never mind. I'll just come on Thursday. And you're like, no, go ahead and come on Wednesday. And it's also said that the CPS asked her to take the boys' help with her until they could find placements. Is any of that true?
No, they dropped that case. Our original case was that somebody called and said that we was giving the kids loaded guns to play with. If you could imagine.
Yeah.
You could imagine somebody calling CPS that was giving our kids loaded guns to play with, So they dropped that. The day before Summer went missing, they were up there. They seen Summer. They seen the boys riding their motorcycles. The two older boys had motorcycles waving. I bought him that little electric march, which that's a good little bike. Kids love that thing. But they was having a blast and showing out in front of the welfare workers. They were happy. Son was running around and everything was just, it was a beautiful, beautiful day, June 14th. And for some reason, Summer asked me if she could get up on the roof of the house.
Right.
And she's never asked that of me before. And I said, no, at first. I said, no. And I thought, well, says, I'll let you get up there, but you have to stay in the center of the roof and be on the edge and be real careful. And the boys will go up there with you. Because we like this is a beautiful view up the hill. You can see, you know, along. It's pretty nice. But so they went up there and they just kind of run a little circle there for a little bit, and then they come down and we settled down and went to bed that night. And that morning when I woke up was the time I seen her when I left for work.
Okay. Somebody's asking, and I know I said I would hold the questions from the chat until the end, but okay, you're saying that you're having such a hard time right now financially. You're struggling, right?
Well, I mean, they're making me pay child support. Can't even talk to our kids.
Right. I understand.
Hawkins County charged me $15 a day for when I was in jail.
Well, now there's been a lot of people called on, and
Yeah.
Hawkins County is saying that.
Well, call the probation department and ask them. I mean, I don't know why they would say
well,
that.
I do know you're in North Carolina. Hold up.
All right.
All right. So here in Carolina, they do charge you to stay in jail. So I wouldn't doubt Hawkins County doesn't charge them. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't if other states do it. Because I'm telling you, Dan has had to pay quite a few times for restoration. And that's included in the restoration. So it's not like it's a separate charge, but they do itemize everything that you have to pay for. And staying in jail is one of them. But hello, Mr. Matt. Good morning. So I'm not saying that's true or false because, like I said, North Carolina does charge you to stay in jail here. Like we choose to go to jail. I mean, hey, but some people do choose to go to jail because, they get 3 hot meals a day and a place to sleep. It is crazy. Yeah, they do charge. And that's what, and I mean, like I said, I wasn't too sure about Tennessee, but Mr. Matt, you should know that. Not that you would know personally, but you live in Tennessee is what I meant. Sorry. That didn't come out right. But yeah. So I just had to clear that up because I was pretty sure that they were charging you to stay there. They charge you for the food you eat. So, I mean, why wouldn't they charge you to sleep there? They've got to deal with your ass when you're drunk or whatever state you are when you go into that place. Yep, they do. My husband one time when he went in there, he had a headache. They charged him $5 for one ibuprofen, or maybe it was Tylenol. It doesn't matter. Either way, they charged him. And then, every time you see the doctor, you get charged. It's not free to be in jail like everybody thinks. I mean, you still got to pay, but you got 3 meals a day and a place to lay your head. But, it's probably cheaper to be out on the street than to be locked up. I promise you. Restoration is no joke. And then if you get a court-appointed lawyer, they get paid by the hour. So, hello, they're going to put down 5 or 6 hours they had in your case, and it may only been like an hour and a half. All right, so let's listen to some more of what he's saying. See, but that's where, oh yeah, see, and that's another thing I wanted to say. When I said that CPS case got dismissed, that CPS case did get closed before Summer went missing. I've been saying that since day one. Nobody wanted to listen to me, but this is Don saying it, and 100%, about 90% of people are not going to believe what he's saying. I'm not saying I'm 100% believing, but I got to go with what some of the things that he is saying here, because it is some of the things he said to me. So.
Yeah, it's true. They're charging me for that. They can sit there and lie and say that they called them, and they're saying that's not true. Well, they should actually call and find out.
Right.
Sullivan County charges $150 a day. For the fact that I wasn't there, that'd be up to $500,000.
Well,
yeah, they're charging me. It's $4,200.
Right.
I just paid off all my DUI stuff and reinstatement fees and all kinds of stuff. Got all that paid.
Have you guys updated the child support information since you got out of jail?
We paid all that off, and ain't nobody send us no money to any of that. We paid that off. And when we was on live with White Boy, some kind people, they'd send us some money, They ended up sending us, I think they sent us $120, and that's cool. I appreciate it. It does help. And, and I don't see nothing wrong if somebody wants to help somebody. What's wrong with that? I help people. I see homeless out here, man. I might give them $5 here and there.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my $50.
On your $50?
Yeah.
Huh? $50.
Wait, you tell me what you're gonna have to send me $50 by the earphones the other day.
By earphones?
Yeah, you were telling me that the earphones at Walmart were $50. I told you if I had sit up and watch it. And you said, "Are you telling me I'm gonna have to send you $50?" I said, "Sure you are." My Cash App is on my damn channel.
Oh,
yeah. That's what you said the other day till you left.
Sorry about that.
He said sorry about that.
Claudia, that did happen, but it didn't.
I don't know about Claudia. Who would record Claudia's conversation? I mean, nobody, where we're from, we don't record people's conversations.
Claudia
Claudia
was interviewed by a
Oh, okay. I got you. That makes sense.
Claudia was interviewed by a YouTuber.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, her family got her away from that real quick. Thank God for her.
So she's like your aunt, right?
No,
I mean, I know she's not, but I'm saying she was your mom's best friend.
Yeah, she was. We met her family in the Mormon church in Kingsport, Tennessee years ago, and they just become really good friends. We ended up helping build her offices, space and stuff, where he had built a bunch of office buildings.
Yeah, no, she owned 10 corporations or something like that, like a school or something like that.
No. He had Mr. Trent had a company had built from the ground up, but it's to do with, I forget what they call that stuff, satellite imagery, for property, I don't know what you call that stuff, that educated, but he ended up getting cancer and dying probably about 20 years ago or so, maybe longer, I don't know.
Okay, if I ask you an honest question, will you give me an honest answer?
Man, I've always been honest, unless I've been joking around. I might joke around, at first I was so upset with YouTubers, I might say something crazy just to mess with people.
Exactly.
But I generally be very honest, and I have been about this 100%.
Well, tell me your honest opinion about Mr. Tim Mullins?
Man, oh my gosh. Ooh.
Oh, it's a hard one, huh?
Ooh, man. I don't know about that one. Ooh, man.
Don't bullshit now. You don't give me no bullshit stories.
I have to laugh. Oh, man. Laugh on that one. Well, let me ask you what's your opinion of him? I've
told you plenty of times. He is not doing you no damn favors. He is part of the reason that people hate you the way they do.
I don't know
The
about
shit
that.
that he comes says, and the way he flip flops around. Oh, he's for you. Now he's not for you. He's this. He's that, and he's creepy.
Oh, we ain't creepy.
He is. Don. He hides. He never face in front of a camera. He's supposed to be a media man. He's supposed
Well, a lot of
to be
people don't put their face camera. That's just smart, don't you think?
not for a media manager, because that's what the media manager is supposed to do.
He's supposed to put his life out there. That'd be dumb. Like
No.
I
If you don't feel comfortable in camera, he's
Man,
supposed to step
I
out
was
there.
I was on camera the other night. And I seen my buddy Randy the Roach. See what? Man.
No, I'm saying you, instead of you going out there to the pub, he's supposed to step out there in the public for you. That's what a media manager does in a missing child.
But he's not supposed to ruin life over it.
Well, no.
And YouTube will ruin your life, and you know that.
Well, I bet he ain't stepped out in front of the mainstream media either.
For one thing, really, he's not a media manager. That's a label that somebody put on him, and just kind of went with it. He's never claimed ever to be a media manager.
Huh.
Damn it.
That's just a label someone put on it.
Right.
And he's like, well, okay. Well,
I think we've all
Hang on, let me turn my light on so I can see.
I tell him all the time, be careful who he talks to.
Let's get to the bones. I know how you feel. Thank you, big girl. And thank you, Justice, for all a minute ago for becoming a move. I know you can't stand on me. I know you can't.
Well, I can't. I like the guy. I come to realize that he's just absolutely schizophrenic and nuts, and he can't help it. I feel sorry for him. You know,
I'm sorry.
It's just one of them things. You know.
Well, I don't know where his information comes because I didn't get to finish watching it.
Out of his imagination.
But he says that it's reported that Graham made the statement that you did not pass your polygraph.
Yeah, of course he'd say that.
And that you weren't at work that day.
If I, well, that's kind of the speculation that goes round and round and round, and there's nothing I can do to prove to y'all, or nothing I can say to prove any different.
Well, I'm just asking the questions so that you have a chance to answer them.
Yeah, like I said, I've always told the truth. I think by that 100%. And, I've always told the truth. So that's really the answer to your question right there.
Okay, you always told the truth. I would like an answer to this one. No, it doesn't have anything to do with Summer going missing. Okay, I've got to know. Is your dad the Donald Wells, the bank robber?
Bank robber. Where did that one come from? Wow.
Court papers out of
really?
Utah. Yes.
Out of Utah?
Yes.
I wonder how many Donald Wellses there are, though.
Well,
I mean, it is.
You might want to check into that one, Don.
No, I don't need to because he's not, and he's a Korean veteran. And when he wasn't working at Hill Air Force Base, working on F-16s and F-4s and stuff for our country, he was driving truck.
Right.
He's a decorated Korean veteran.
Yeah.
So
Did well, if he served our country, we give him my respect. How is he doing?
Well, he's like 85 now, and he can't hardly get out of bed anymore or anything, and he's hurting. So, but he's really up there, you know.
Had Jose ever come back up on the hill after you went to jail and all that shit?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the day I went to jail, and this is one thing I respect Candace's mother for. She told him all his crap, and throw it in the truck, and she's taking him to North Carolina.
Right.
South Carolina. I don't remember where it was. But anyways.
But it was said that it was said that he went to jail at some point. And then when he got out, he came up there to get his stuff. And y'all supposedly
she loaded his stuff up and drove him out of there. He took his ass back wherever the hell went. Or whatever. I don't know. But she was tired of it.
Who was staying up on the promenade when Summer went missing?
It was just me, Candace, and the boys, and Summer.
So Marlena and Billy Kitchener weren't up there?
About 2 weeks prior to that, Marlene would bring her daughter up there and just disappear for days on end or whatever, go do her thing until I told us, we got 4 kids. We're not going to do this. Goes out parties and does whatever the hell she's doing. So I told Cam to take her to her grandparents' house. And she did.
So you don't have a clue what she was talking about when supposedly the baby told her mom that she walked in and caught you packing the baby or Summer's clothes and said she was going on a visit somewhere or
I have no idea. Marlene, I mean, yeah. I'm not going to sit here and go about people, but I want to badly. But whatever. I mean, it's just another dawn man.
Oh, trust me, I have nothing for Marlena. She called me up, or not called me up, but she got a hold of me trying to extort money from me and then told me that she would go to her uncle, who's John Pruitt, and turn me in.
Oh my gosh. Hilarious. Yeah.
So I have nothing for her.
Right. Well, she don't have custody of her daughter anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Damn, does everybody in Tennessee lose custody of their Beach Creek?
When I was, I met some of my neighbors and I seen what they was into. Her dad was into quite a bit of stuff. It was wheeling, dealing, and all kinds. It was into everything. Ricky Crawford just got busted for guns, methamphetamine manufacturing, meth, and delivery sales, all that, and a bunch of guns, along with 2 other guys. Yeah. So there's a lot of shady stuff going on around there.
Where'd it go? Oh, do you remember back when you were going on Ziggy's panel?
Yeah.
You made a statement there and on another channel, and there's been a lot of debate over it. We need you to settle this.
Okay, I'll try.
You made a statement. You just got your daughter back. How would you feel if you just got your daughter back?
How would I feel?
No, you said that to her. So were you talking about your daughter or her daughter?
You know, you'd have to put it more into. I mean, I'm not understanding. I mean, you have to put it more into context. I mean, I don't understand. How would
You were
you feel if
asking
you
her
just got
how
your
she would.
daughter?
You were asking her how she would feel if her daughter just up and got gone.
Oh,
You said if you just got your daughter back, or some, I can't remember
yeah,
exactly word for
yeah,
word. How would you feel if she was just gone?
yeah,
But
yeah.
some of us think you were talking about Summer. Some of us think that you were referring to
Her
Ziggy's
daughter,
daughter.
probably her
But I don't
daughter.
understand why you would be talking about Ziggy's daughter.
Probably Ziggy's daughter. I asked her how would you feel if her disappeared or her daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I knew what happened to Summer, and I guarantee the police wish they knew. And like a lot of people out there, I wish they knew what happened to Summer. I'd
Right.
do anything to get her back. Um, but here we are 2 years later, and there's no sign of her. That's not good. If she's alive, it's not a good situation.
Right.
If she's alive, she would be being held in house, not
Right.
being able to go to
Well,
school.
John Pruitt
Nothing.
said that he believes close there somewhere.
Well, and police say a lot of things, and you don't know exactly why they say what they say. So
Okay.
I
When
don't.
did you find out that Candace was having to take Grandis to the ER that morning?
Um, I probably called. I don't know. I think I was gonna go to the house probably at 3:30 or something. They called and said she was out. I had to take care of all that. I thought, well, I might as well stay at work and work for a while.
Yeah.
And big conversation with my buddy out there for like an hour. We've been talking. We've always done that though.
Right.
Uh, and then I started to go back to work, and she called me and said she couldn't find Summer nowhere. Well, call 911, and I'll hang up, and I'll call 911, and I'll be on my way home. And I was just hoping all the way home that they'd find her.
Right.
Never happened.
Well, listen. This question is not. This woman is not the owner's name. Ask this question and just want an answer. They're not making accusations. They're just curious. If you were to find out that whether it be Candace or whoever was guilty of doing something, would you contact Elliot?
Well, you know what? I would have to by law, because if I didn't, that would be
Just
part of a whatever it was. That would make me a partner in crime.
right.
So if I didn't, then I would be charged with whatever
Accessory.
happened equally. You know, so by law I have to. You know,
But personally, in your heart, would you?
I would, there's no question I would have to. But in my heart, do I think any of them things? Hell no. You know, I had it in my mind. I've said this before. When I see Candace, I'm gonna cuss her out. But when I seen how brokenhearted she was, the hurt and the pain, it was just unbearable. It was unbearable for both of us. I couldn't say anything to her.
Right.
I was gonna curse her for not keeping a close enough eye on her or something like that, or whatever. I was just, it's all your fault or whatever. But when I seen the pain, I couldn't say anything. She's completely brokenhearted.
That
Look at her.
girl says, is there any one thing that you would do different on June 15th?
Well, yeah, so it was 2020. Of course, I would have stayed home, or whatever. Yeah, hindsight's always 2020.
Okay, YouTuber says, did you want to come up on Nana's panel?
I don't know. Like I said, you know, I try to be, I try to be as I can. Like I said, I've been having a lot of problems with hate lately. A lot of, I just, I've been having a lot of serious, but that's normal for these kind of things. But, but I don't know, just maybe try to defend ourselves in there because I know there's so many people that just, I know everything they say is a lie, and this, that, and the other, and you know, trying. I mean, this has actually really destroyed me and Candace's lives. We were happy. We were happy with our kids. We were, had a good job. We were doing good. We had a beautiful family. Now, you know, we have nothing left. We got Candace. You know, we have each other. But that's, I mean, you know, we're pretty much almost, we lost everything.
Yeah.
I mean, we had big dreams of moving up to Utah and stuff. I had a really good job out there, and I was excited because I wanted the kids to see Utah. It's beautiful out there. Yeah, they can do it out there in Utah, from skiing. I mean, oh, man, mountains are full up there.
Okay, can I ask you a serious question then?
I thought these were serious questions.
Well, you know what? More serious.
Okay.
More serious.
All right.
How come y'all put the screws down and just do everything that you had to do to get the boys back? I mean, like the classes and all that.
Well, we're doing that, and we're trying to do all that the best we can. Did I make mistakes? Yeah. Did I lose my mind? I think anybody would have, especially in this situation. It's not just the fact, you know, alone losing our daughter, just alone, boys is horrific. But not just that, but then you got all the crazy things that was going on at that time also. I mean, we had people showing up out of nowhere. They walk out the front door and there'd be a big 4x4 truck parked there. And these a bunch of guys asking questions. I mean, just people wanting answers. You know, thinking that we're guilty, threatening.
Does Candace
know? She says she tried to talk to you the other day and you wouldn't let her on.
When? I've not been on.
I don't
I've
know.
not been live.
Oh no, let me ask her real quick. Let me see. Hold on. Hey, do you want to talk for a minute? Oh, she's busy right now. Anyway, busy right now. We got my daughter's here, so she's busy right now doing something. I don't know.
Yeah, I've spoken to Margie a couple times. She's like,
oh, okay, good. Yeah.
Okay, people are wanting to know who Green Eyes is. Oh, wait a minute. Don, can you tell us about your private conversations with Green Eyes?
Who's Green Eyes?
That Daryl Jacobs.
Hey y'all, so hold on. Got a question. What would y'all think if I did have Don Wells up here? If Don come to the channel? Not necessarily on the panel, but he came in the chat. Hello? Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to put a notification or nothing like that out, only because I don't want all the trolls in here and all the people that would be hateful and crap like that. I don't want that. And I wouldn't want that. So if I was to get him or Candace in here, I think I would just do it like a live, like I normally do, just do the pop up and not, like put him in the title, or, not let nobody know like that he's here. Like, because, like I said, I mean, I want people to be able to ask questions, but I'm not going to sit here and let people be like, the derogatory questions. I cannot stand how people get and they drill. I don't like that. Like, I want to have a just down to earth conversation like I have with you guys. Like, I mean, I do have my own questions I want to ask. But you guys know me. I don't bash people. I try not to. I might make fun of them, but I don't, it's all in fun. There's nothing I've ever done to somebody to make them feel like I was being serious. All right, I'm thinking about it. I want to get the rest of the mods' opinion on it too. I don't know where the hell everybody's at. I don't know where Kit went. But like I said, that video was an hour long, and I wasn't about to go through the whole thing, only because, to be honest, I've been talking to him the whole time I was watching the video. So yeah, let's look at some of the things that is on our channel about summer. I want to go over that video I done. It was a live I done when I went to, what is it called? When I went to Tennessee last year. God Lord, these lives. I got a lot of lives, y'all. I gotta start putting shit on the podcast too. Oh, wrong one. My bad. All right, let me get it up. Certain parts I don't want to watch.
Somebody tell me how she's supposed to feel? What it is. I don't know. I just feel like there's more to El. Asker is bombarded with a bunch of questions about Summer, but I'm sorry, yeah. I don't know why, but when it comes to Summer things, it's a little bit different. Like if she was my own. I, I I'm like really speechless after that letter. Yeah, me too, Amanda. Honestly, to tell the truth, I would love to meet her. And never, and not to ask her and bombard her questions about Summer, but generally ask her how she is. I bet, when they look, don't even look at her like a person anymore. And that's not fair to her. Regardless of what's going on, it's still not fair to her. She is missing a child. And granted, people may think that the way she went about doing things wasn't right, but to whose standards? To our standards? Who the fuck are we? We're just some ordinary people worried about a little girl, right? But do any of us ever have any of y'all ever put yourself in her shoes to understand, try to think and understand the way she thinks and understands shit? I'm not saying she's dumb by far, but we don't exactly what the fuck she's been through this year. Besides what's happened online, but what about the shit that goes on offline that none of us see here? Like, what if these parents,
Okay.
well, maybe at least just Candace, maybe she really does know what happened this summer. Because her timeline is kind of fucked up. It really is. We know this. But we also know that not the coziest when it comes to numbers. to realize in time, to, she didn't look at it. She didn't look at the perspective of time like we do. It's wake up lunch, dark 30. I mean, it's not not 8 o'clock, not 12 o'clock, not 6 o'clock. She just, I teach all the time by looking at the sky. I really do. But then you got to look at what kind of life she lived. She had a hard fucking life growing up. She was a mother by the time she was what, 17? 16 maybe? 17? Come on. She did not get to have any life of her own. She had 2 kids off bat before she was 21. Married. Grant you, yes, the kids got took away, but she still had, what, a year with one and 2 with the other? So she still was a mother for 2 years. And then started, what, 13 years ago? Having them? Come on. Like, she's always had she's had to take care of somebody constantly. She's never really known how to take care of Candace. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being wishy-washy what it is. I don't know. I just feel like more to LE and TBI and the FBI here in Hawkeye than we think. I honest, there's more to this. And I'm not reading the comments. I'm sorry. I was just too busy talking. Okay, where am I missing? I hope the boys are being taken care of in a safe place. Lots of yes. I wonder even if they even think about it being tomorrow, being a year they haven't seen their sister. I wonder about boys a lot. I really do. You're very right, Amanda. Sunshine. See, 13 to 16. That's not really a life. You don't really get to experience things until after you turn 16. You know what I'm saying? That's when you venture out in your crazy teenage years. 16, what, 19? Because by the time you're 19, I don't care who you are, you 9 out of 10 times done everything you weren't supposed to do before you were 21. So she didn't get to experience any of that. So when she relates to these teenagers, she missed out on them years. So she feels like the teenagers are on her level. You know what I mean? Maybe that she is here to talk to them. That feels, I don't know, more comfortable with them. I don't know. Yes, and then now she's all alone. Like, she's constantly been taking care of somebody. And she went from losing 1 to 3 to 4, and now all 5, 6 of her family members, because her mother's not even around her. So I can kind of understand why she's not at Ben Hill Road. Because, all the memories, but this is what I told my friend earlier. I can understand why she's not there. I really can. But then again, as long as I have somebody, if somebody was there with me, I think I'd be okay with it. Because I would always want to stay close to where my daughter knew to go. God forbid. You know? So I would stay close to home, and we don't even know if she might be here around here somewhere. We don't know this. We don't know where she's at. She might be around here somewhere. And that goes for summer too, because I've been looking around these things, and I have a bunch of lights and Crawfords surrounding the house that I'm in. So I've been looking at all these little houses. Like, what if Summer's just up there in one of those houses? She's hiding in plain sight. You know, like nobody thinks to look, so you wouldn't know. Did you watch the thing the Wells put out tonight at midnight? Did you watch what the Wells put out on YouTube tonight? Oh my gosh. I had me crying. That letter was just too much. It was a letter I guess Don wrote before he went to jail. Or maybe he wrote it while he was in jail. I think Tim is one of the only ones that can go and see him. But yeah, like back to Candace though. Like I think we just need to stop talking shit about her and just back up and try to put yourself in her position to what she went through this whole year. Don't think of her not putting up the signs. Don't think of her not out there handing out flyers, because you've also got to think of all the death threats these people have gotten. You got to look at all the people stalking them. Come on. Can you actually say that you there?
Hello. Welcome. I was just going over my video I made when I went to Tennessee last year. I am incredibly lost for words when it comes to y'all. I am 100% believe in everything, just about everything you guys say. I am always and will be on your side as long as there's no charges brought up. I mean, even after that, I can't say I wouldn't be, but I'm always from day one been a friend of y'all's, or wanting to be a friend of y'all's. Are you still here? Oh boy. I think I lost him. I don't know. He was just here. I don't know if he still is. Oh, we're happening. Okay, there we go. Well, I can't seem to go live. Or were you trying to come up? Hold on. Welcome back, Kit. Oh, Lord. I lost myself. No, I think Suge left. OG's in here somewhere. I know the mods are here somewhere. They were all in here just a minute ago. So they're like in and out. It doesn't ever show me who's in here or who's not in here. I think Suge said she had to go to the store, so. Oh my God, man. Can I just take Don B and just squeeze his head? Shit. Yeah, I think he's trying to come up. I want to take Don's B and just knock him in the head with something. I really do. Oh, Kate, you missed it yesterday. I did a commentary on Don B's video from yesterday. It was Don B? Yeah, you do. The bald-headed guy from Tennessee. The one that Candace took the papers out on? Which I wish that shit would have stuck. He's another one that starts a lot of the drama with them. Hey.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
Well, that's good. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you.
Not a problem.
How are you and
Not a
Candace
problem.
doing?
We're okay. Just you know, I'm headed to work and do some few things this morning. About all. Yeah.
Well, that's always good. Yeah, no, I was just going over some videos from when I went to Tennessee last year because I was
Oh.
I stayed right down the street from where you guys, well, your house last year.
Oh. Oh, you rented that house or something?
Well, no, I did go over there to see if Candace was there, but I didn't go up in the driveway. Well, there was people sitting in the driveway.
Huh. Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, you're not allowed to be here." I said, "That's fine. I'm not trying to go up there." I was like, "I'm just looking, just like everybody else. I'm just a looker." And then I took my camera out. I was trying to take a picture, show everybody how much trees and stuff were blocking the view. And she's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you can't take video or pictures. We're supposed to call the law." And I was like, I don't know what country you're from, but in the United States, it's not against the law to
Yeah.
take pictures of trees.
No, any public place you can film, you know. So, yeah.
Considering I was still on Ben Hill Road, I mean, I literally on the road.
Right. Yeah.
But they're
Yeah,
like,
there's a
oh,
lot going on. There's
yeah,
definitely a lot going on back then, and thankfully it's calmed down a lot, but they still try to rise up and create mobs and stuff, and you know, it's sad.
yeah, I know. I've gotten my tail chewed from one end to the other.
I know.
But just
Yeah.
because I'm always like, I don't like people bashing on you guys. I don't. And I'm not trying to kiss ass. And I know people are probably thinking that.
Right.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I just hate how people treat you guys. You guys are
Yeah.
human.
They're liable to say anything, to discourage or promote their own agenda. Yeah. That's the way our world's becoming.
Yeah. Are you guys, you said you were about your daughter's house?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
somebody told me yesterday that you had said you guys were moving.
Well, I don't know for sure what we're doing. All I know is I have work here. I can't get work in Tennessee because of everything that's happened. A lot
Yeah.
of people won't hire me, you know.
And
Plus, I work for the biggest drywall construction, firm in that state and the surrounding areas. So, you know, they all just kind of they got to go with the big boss, or they might get fired themselves.
I mean, I agree with you. You got to go where the money's at. And well, because
Yeah,
I got into a big argument with somebody over the idea of you guys leaving. I was like, why do people seem to think that their lives are just stopped? They have to live their life regardless.
yeah, we went a long time, not working, everything getting way behind. Yeah, it's been bad, but thankfully, thanks, I think God's been looking out for us. We was able to get things caught up, and we're doing okay at this point in time. Just we don't have our kids.
Yeah,
No
I
clue where
know.
Summer's at whatsoever.
Has TBI or Hawkins County? Not that I'm. This is just wishful thinking. Have they even remotely have talked to y'all?
I talk to them quite often, for a long time, but I haven't heard from them in a while. I'm just assuming they have no leads, no anything. You know, I don't know. I mean, if they obviously don't, or they would, if they had anything to go on, they would definitely be all over it.
Yeah. Um, are you guys by chance going to be back in Tennessee? I'm kind of hoping you guys aren't, but just because of all the drama. But are you guys going to be back in Tennessee in June?
Don't know. Not sure of exactly what we're doing at this time. Um,
You're just going day
right
by day.
now, yeah, yeah, pretty much. Um, just trying to get everything paid off as soon as possible and things like that, and do
Yeah,
do whatever that we're required to do and things like that.
yeah. I mean, I hope and pray for the best for you guys. Like, and I agree with you, Kit. It is like a lot of the questions are nobody's business. I was just curious to see if they have been keeping you guys informed because
Oh yeah, they do. I mean, I could call them. It's no problem. They would definitely. Some of them cops are pretty cool, and and I got, yeah, you know,
Well, when I was out there last year, I talked to a few of them. Like I'm not really like everybody else. I don't really try to pull and push into like your past is your past. You know, that shouldn't even be brought up right now. It shouldn't
Yeah.
be brought up at all. Um, every now the stuff that's all going on right now to me, it has nothing to do with something. It's it's foolish and crazy. They shouldn't even be digging into you guys like that.
Right. Yeah. It's just
And I've been like
right.
that since day one. Like I'm not one of the ones that like, oh, I'm on your side now, and then 2 months down the line, I'm not. No, I've been with you guys since day one.
I appreciate that. Yeah, they're
And
just trying to be terrorists any way they can. Haters, and I don't know exactly why, but I feel. I mean, when it comes to my boys, there's a lot of people involved that work in the welfare system. A lot of people employed. You know, all the way from the courts to I mean, there's just a lot involved there. There's a lot of money involved, a lot of jobs at stake, a lot of people's BMWs that's sitting in their garage
right,
or whatever, their boats, their lifestyle that they like to live
and
is at stake.
yeah, that's another thing that I've always brought up. I've always made a point to say, just cause because they'll always say like the neglect stuff, and I'm like, give me one thing because of the way their house lives, because they don't live the same way you live. That's not
Yeah.
neglect. Like I don't honestly, I've never
No.
anything I've ever seen the boys or Summer in. They always looked happy. They always looked like they were enjoying themselves.
Well, yeah, they were, and our house has been. We've been working on it for a long time, changing things, tearing part of the house down, and adding the addition that we added, and it's been a lot of work. I can't
Yeah,
afford to go buy a brand new home. I wished I could.
no, I agree with you there. Like I live in one of the where I live in North Carolina, it's still really affordable. Like you got places under $1,000 a month here. So like, and now they're just starting to build up because Fort Bragg is coming this way, bringing their stuff down this way. So it's like now we're starting to build up, and homes for like 250,000 are going up. And I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
my
they're
little.
going up way up. Hmm.
There's plenty of work down here. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, there's a lot of work going on right now, but I don't know. I'm really worried, and I don't understand how all this stuff works. You know, big money. They make the rules, they make the laws, pretty much. And tomorrow, all these construction companies could go under. I've seen it happen before, and I've seen. I mean, I've seen. Oh my gosh, just straight go under. I've seen whole subdivisions sitting empty, every one of house for sale. But I mean, anything could happen. We don't know,
Yeah,
especially if our country defaults. I mean, I don't know what that would happen at that point.
that's
It
crazy.
probably needs to happen. We cannot pay $33 trillion. There's no way our kids can pay that off. And then they want to borrow more money from the World Bank. It just makes no sense at all.
Nothing this
Just
country
keep.
does really makes
I
sense.
mean, yeah.
I
Well, I
promise.
mean, a lot of people do that with credit cards. They'll go get a new credit card to pay off that credit card, and next thing you know, they're owing so much money, and it catches up to them sooner or later. That's what's going to happen to our country. It's bound to happen. We can't pay all that debt.
Yeah, and we're like we have like a lot of countries. I do know that.
Well, I mean, I don't think China's in debt to the World Bank. They're way better off than we are.
Yeah, I
They
agree
own
with you
stock
there.
in the World Bank. Yeah.
But you're right. Everything
Uh,
comes down from the higher ups, and it's up. Whatever
yeah.
they say goes. So
That's right. It's not the president. It's not the government. It's the people. Like it's big money that borrows money to people. That's why they don't want to stop that Ukrainian war. That there is big business. They'll borrow like Ukraine money and they'll borrow Russia money to buy, and then we'll sell them with that money that they borrowed. We'll sell them munitions, tanks, guns, drones, all
Whatever
that
they want.
stuff. So it's big money. That's why they don't want to stop the war. They want to fund the war.
Oh, there you go.
That's the way. That's the way it's always been.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of our
It's
government.
the way the world. Yeah, it's the way the world works. And until God comes back, that's not going to change. And when He does come back, it'll be a good day for those striving to be Christians. I mean, it's important, and I know I haven't set a very good example lately, but I'm going to have to start trying that harder for sure.
Yeah, I've always had my doubts about asking you to come on because I know how you get. But I will tell you one thing that I do say quite often, and this is before you went to jail when you would come on panels. Now, can you just tell me if I'm correct or not?
Mhm.
When you would go up there and you would get in your little in the little stupors when people would piss you off, and I know you were drinking, you could tell.
Oh
Were
yeah.
you like telling them what they wanted to hear because you knew that's what they wanted to hear, or were you telling them the truth?
Well, sometimes I was just messing with them, because I was just so sick of it all. But, you know, um, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot going
Because
on
I
there.
was so bad when I'm like, no, you guys just don't realize he's just telling them what they want to hear because he's so pissed off and he's tired of people jumping on him and constantly accusing him of stuff.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
I
I
was
don't
like, think
know.
about how you would feel. Put yourself in their position, in their shoes, and you tell me how you're gonna feel. And they're like, "Well, they're not doing this and they're not doing that." Well, we don't know what they're doing when they're not on the camera.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it just I've gotten so many arguments and doxed and all kinds of stuff,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
it's fine. It's all for a good cause. If it saves you guys money, I'll take it. But yeah, from day one, I've always said. I mean, you can even look back in some of my videos. I've always said I wanted to meet you guys personally.
All right.
Um, just because I feel like everybody that has ever tried to befriend you guys have
Yes.
really turned on you guys and
Stabbed us in the
just
back.
basically used you guys. And it would make me so mad. Like I really got mad at that stuff. Like really, really got mad.
Yeah. I mean, we've met some really good people too, though. On the other hand, um, but yeah, there's been a lot that's befriended Candace and me just so they could stab us in the back and all that. It's, it's been crazy. We've learned a
And
lot.
I all for the money that they were getting.
Yeah, I don't know how many YouTube channels have just been built off of Summer alone. It's crazy.
I have many, 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 many videos of Summer, but if you look at my count compared to everybody else's for 2 years now, I don't. I'm not like that. I don't. I'm not a tragedy pimp or whatever they call them.
Yeah,
But I do. I can say everybody that is sub to me cannot stand the Scooby Doo.
yeah,
And I don't know if you really know who they. Well, you know who they are, but I don't know if you know. That's my nickname for them. We're the
right.
Glare actually came up with it,
What is
and
their
that's
nickname?
the Scooby Boob Troop. It would be
Okay,
like BHB, MGL, JLR. You know all the trouble ones. So I call them the Scooby Boob Troop because they just remind me a bunch of the cartoon characters.
right, for sure.
And I can tell you that everybody, just about everybody that does come to my channel, cannot stand the way they all did y'all and what they say about y'all, especially how they had you lose your job after 13 years being with that company.
Yeah,
They're all, yeah. I mean, we're all with you guys, and we do. I mean, we can't say how you guys feel, and I would never pretend to know
Well,
how.
I think people are pretty good at understanding things like that, putting themselves in their shoes. At least some people are, but others just can't see it. Really not. You
Oops,
know.
sorry. Yeah. So Kit, she's another creator on here, and she has covered Summer a little bit, but she doesn't get involved with any of the drama that was going on with the case. Which it wasn't even with the case, because I'm sorry, anything that goes that has nothing to do with your daughter has nothing to do with the case. So we call it the BS drama. So we don't usually try to get involved in that. I was, in fact, I'm not going to pretend I wasn't, but I was a mod for Benny for the longest time.
Right.
But after he did what he did, I did what I did. So
Yeah.
I no longer have no affiliation with any of those channels.
I still talk to Cher. I think
I talk to her every once in a while.
I think Benny he's been through it here lately. I think he. I mean, we talked to her for a long time the other day. I feel bad for what he's going through right now. You know.
Yeah, I do. I do feel
Uh,
bad what he's going through with his little boy too. I've
yeah.
been keeping up with that. I'm in his Facebook group, so I mean,
Hopefully.
I don't have nothing bad to say about Benny or Cher. Really, they're the only two that I, Nana.
We're all
Really, I don't
human.
have
You know,
about
we're all
nobody.
human. We all make, mistakes before God thumps us on the head and say, "Look here," kind of thing. You know, believe me,
But
I've had my wild days. I mean, everybody else knows
so
that, but
yeah, Kit wants you to know to just be careful of going to them drama channels because
exactly.
she we've seen all the stuff that you guys have been through, and a lot of times we're sitting here screaming at the screen like, you guys are idiots, shut up, leave them alone, like we're constantly
Yeah,
but we don't go into them channels like Prayer Garden or anybody like that, because it's just a bunch of drama, and it's like they like it, they like
yeah,
keeping that stuff going, and
yes, I do.
that's not fair to y'all at all.
No, but life ain't fair. It's it's been a real eye opener for me as to how the world is. I didn't realize the world was like this. I had no idea. So this has really helped me to understand a lot of things.
Yeah. And I do want to ask one question about Summer though.
Yeah.
Was she the type of little girl that didn't know a stranger, like everybody was her friend?
Well, you got to think. We were in the Seventh Day Adventist Church, and I am probably guilty of not teaching her stranger danger. You know, like I should have. I mean, I taught them. I did though. I mean, I told them they can't be away from the house. There are wild animals, and also, I did use the term meth monsters, stuff like.
Oh, I'm losing you, dude. Oh Lord, don't drop off. Oh, there he goes. Nope. Darn it.
So I did try.
Ah, there you are. You're back. Yes, Miss Pam, I am. I am talking to Don, hon. If
You still
his
hear me?
signal will stay in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Perfect.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, when we was going to the Seventh-day Adventist church, I had the kids in there. You know, she wanted to stay the night at what was her name? Anyway, her friend, her little friend, her Saturday school teacher. She wanted to stay with her little. We was fixing to let her go do that, and then this happened. But everybody in that church was so friendly and like family that she just loved everybody in there. So maybe she trusted people way too much. And yeah, I mean, we don't know what happened to her. All we know is she went down the stairs to the basement. That's all we know.
Yeah.
I wish we could get a lead or a break or something, but I don't know.
So now, because this is where I get confused on it. Is there two trails, dog trails, or is there only the one? Is there one that goes to Beach Creek and one that goes to Ben Hill?
No, there's just one that goes to, well, the dogs would go down the other hill also, but they had a few dog trails that led to the bottom property, I think, but because I've watched them, you know, go up and down that trail. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, you mean that shed down on the corner by Beach Creek?
Yeah, they would go down there and travel everywhere. So these were just dogs that people would drop off, basically. The few good dogs that we've had, they were good breeds, got stolen from us.
No,
There's a lot going on there.
I'm horrible. I mean, I'm good. I'm not horrible, but I breed pit bulls, so I know about the good breeds.
We give up on having any good breeds, anything, because of that.
Yeah. Well, especially with the kind of people that lived in your area of Beach Creek. Like, that's another thing that kind of got me, like, confused. I was like, is everybody that is an RSO or, on substances, do they get out of jail and just get dropped off in Beach Creek?
Yeah, I had no idea it was that bad until all this happened and we started looking into all that.
Yeah, I think that they said there was like 14 of them between Ben Hill and what was that one right next to Fields? The one right on the other side. Whoops. Summerfield. I don't know. That next road over. Hello, Miss Penelope. How are you? I don't know what just happened. I think he lost signal. That was it. And that's what I've been wanting to do. Not bombard him with a whole bunch of questions, but let him talk. Just see where he's at. Like, we don't know what these people go through on a daily. We only know what people tell us, and nine out of 10 times that's not a truth. Like, I mean, some of y'all might not believe a word he says. Some of y'all might, but neither here or there. He does have a missing kid, so that still makes him a victim just as much. Yeah, she did, Corey. That's why I was asking if she was because I've always wondered that, because that's what I've always said. She was the type of little girl that never met a stranger. Everybody was her friend. And I've always said that since day one, even with not knowing Summer. I just picked that up. Like that was like a sense I had about summer. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with it in a way. Especially, I mean, if it's people that you know, that you're familiar with. Yes, ma'am. He is. You could tell he is. Good morning, GTX. Maisie! Welcome in, baby girl. Maisie, you missed it. I don't know if he's still in here, but he fell off panel. I'll go ahead and put that back out just in case. Kit, do you want to come up? Or wait, she said she was cleaning. Well, there's the link. Anybody can come up. Long as you're respectful. You know my rules. You what? I miss Dawn. Thank you, old man. Do you know I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but when you say something like that to me, considering, makes me feel really good about myself. I don't really ever feel that good, but that made me feel good about myself. Thank you. I appreciate that, old man. I love your face.
Hi.
Hey, gorgeous.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you? Why do you sound down?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Just trying to feel better, that's all. Yeah. Bunch of bullshit going on.
Well, we're going to do paranormal night tonight.
Are
You going
you?
to come in and work?
I guess, didn't Josh say they're gonna put up a video on Sunday?
Who?
Josh Foreman.
Yeah. I didn't. That's why last night I went with they moved it from last night to Sunday, so I went with the Twin Paranormal last night because I've seen a couple of their shows, but last night's episode I really wasn't impressed with.
I just like the two.
Yeah,
because they're
so tonight I'm gonna do tonight at 8 or 8:30. I'm gonna do Paranormal Quest, and then tomorrow tomorrow at 8 will be Paranormal Nightmare.
That's weird. They're going to be on a Sunday.
I know.
Well, that's good though, because it's Paranormal Quest tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least they didn't change days. I would have been screwed if they changed too. Because Josh didn't tell us until like last minute that they weren't doing it Friday. Yeah. I was like, damn it.
Read Corey's comment.
We have a missing person. I was just about to. In our county, it's crazy. They know who and why, just not where. That kind of sounds like the Ayla Reynolds case. What did old man say? I done shared your life about 3 times. I love you. Thank you. I'm hoping that he can come back in before he goes to his job site.
So he's still doing construction then?
Yeah, we do. Oh man, I need to catch up on them because I haven't been doing them in a while. What was that kid? I'm sorry.
I won't watch those other channels and the ones that bash them. I mean, it's my choice, but I cannot handle it because it should be about summer. If they say they're about summer, keep it about summer. Leave them alone.
facts. Like one certain channel that says this is Summer Moon Utah Wells channel, but yet
That's
very
just,
seldom.
I'm not
there
going to say names, but that's just how I feel inside about this. And I feel, in my opinion, I think she was abducted, plain and simple.
Me too.
I think
I
they
feel
had
that way.
nothing to do with it. You can tell those children, okay, they lived the way they live because maybe that's their norm. And let me tell you, those kids looked happy in their pics. Yeah, they may have mud on them and all that, but what kid don't?
Kids, they're outside playing kids.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
It looked like they use their imagination sometimes outside more than most kids do.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because really, like, if you look at the kids nowadays from when we were being brought up, grant you, we didn't have all this stuff that they have now. But I don't think our parents would have let us, even if we did have that stuff, our parents would allow us to be on them like they are nowadays. I'm pretty sure our parents would still shove us outside to play and lock us out.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I mean, just really little. Come home and the lights are on, the street lights. You know
yep,
what I mean?
you better been home. If you're not staying at somebody else's house, your ass better been home by the time that street light came on. What does he
Yeah.
say? I'm trying to reach. Just keep that open and give him someone he can talk to. I know he feels safe in here with you. I hope he would, because I don't, like I said, I didn't let nobody know he was coming. Well, I let certain ones know that he was coming, but that was after he was already here. So it's not like I let them know ahead of time that he was here.
Well, yeah, you're
I
going to get bombarded.
I wasn't putting no I told him I wasn't gonna put a notification out. Like, I already had my live going. We were talking about something else. And at that point in time, it was just mods in here. So, well, it's basically just mods in here now. But, and most of my mods have the similarity of what I think and how I feel about it. I've got the couple that don't have the same opinion, and that's good though. I don't want everybody to have the same opinion I have. I want everybody to have their own opinion.
Yeah.
I want
exactly.
everybody to think for themselves, to make sure if we're bringing them some kind of information, if it doesn't seem like it don't fit, then fact check it. I want you to fact check everything I say, unless I have the paper to prove it. Like,
That's what I said.
everything I say is allegedly. Huh?
Sorry. Always do
No,
your own research about me and my videos.
Yep. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times I don't do the research. I have a couple people that I turn to help me. OG is fantastic at doing research. GT is fantastic at research. GT is one of those ones that will like do a deep dive. He like will dig. And I'm like, you ain't got to go that far. I'm doing it. You don't give GT something to go looking for. He'll come back with what you want and 10 times more.
Where'd he go? I don't see him no more.
Oh, he's here somewhere. He's probably just chilling. Yeah, it'll be Corey. That's tomorrow night. This is actually, I think, the second part. They did one a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago.
Cool.
At the same place, and this is going to be the second part to this one. That one. The premiere for Paranormal Quest tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna tell you, I did cheat, and I kind of watched some of Paranormal Quest's premiere because they show it to the members before they put it out, and I forgot that I was a member.
Oh, are you a member?
I was wondering why I kept seeing member only, and I was like, what the hell? So when I went in there, I was like, oh shit, I am a member.
Paranormal
See, there he is.
Quest or Nightmare?
Quest.
Okay.
Nightmare don't have membership. They're not monetized. They're not monetized.
They're not?
Mm-mm. I don't think so, because they don't have or they just don't have where you join members.
Yeah.
I don't think they get super stickers or nothing like that. I think theirs is like if you want to send them something, you can send them a care package, or you can send them a Cash App or whatever.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they are cute kids. They are.
Who?
Don's kids.
Oh, you brought the
They
Wills.
are.
I'm sorry.
They are adorable. They are adorable.
I know when I first seen Summer, I was like, oh, look at her. She's got the prettiest blue eyes.
There's only one picture that I have seen out of the hundreds I've seen of Summer. Only one that I don't like. And that's that one that they use for the billboard with her like really big cheesy grin. And she had the red dress on and her hair was still kind of like to her chin or whatever. And she just looks so devilish in that picture.
Was that the Christmas picture by the tree?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was one of the Christmas pictures. But the way her smile is, you could just look in them eyes and you could tell she was thinking something devious. I'm going to get you.
She's probably, I peeked at the presents.
I know what I'm getting. Where is that? Who said that? Move. This info thing keeps popping up and it's driving me crazy. There it is. No. What was the last question? I'm sipping on a don't. Oh man, now you're gonna have OG going. She bought some Dr. Pepper ice cream float the other day.
What?
Ugh. I was like, gross. But I don't like Dr. Pepper anyway, so I don't even call it. I call it Dr. Pecker, not Dr. Pepper.
Echo on your end?
Nope.
Because I'm echoing. I don't know why.
Do you have the other page open still?
Nope.
I don't know why you're echoing. It's your mic.
No, I'm not on my mic. Not when I'm on a panel. Someone else's.
So I will have my new laptop on Monday, I think.
Oh my God, that's a big deal.
I know. Now I gotta work towards the mic and the headphones.
Oh, well, that's good though.
Mental note: don't order the mic off Amazon.
Who said that?
I said that's a mental note.
Oh.
Okay, thank you. What are you thinking me for?
Jim Jones? Who's?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Jim Jones.
I never heard of him.
It's not cheating. It's called more research. Oh, you can't see the comments, can you?
I can, but I only like get half of them. Oh my God. Yeah, they were super behind. I just go to them. This is so weird. It's different than StreamYard. What's everybody doing?
Did you say how are we doing or what are we doing?
What are you guys doing today?
What I'm doing now is about what I'm doing all day. Nothing. It's Saturday. I'm not trying to do too much.
Yeah, me either, except for like on and off picking up. And Letitia really took a lot out of me.
I haven't really done nothing either since Letitia. Really? Like I go live, but it's not really about a case. I will, if I do have something on the case, in my title, I will talk about it for like the first couple minutes or 15, 20 minutes. But then that's it. That's all I had to say about it. So it's free chat. So
yeah.
I was really torpedoed because we could not get the audio working yesterday for the damn verdict.
Oh,
There was quite a few of us that were having issues. Even Duty Ron was having issues, so it wasn't just me.
oh, was he really?
Yeah. Thank God he had somebody on the panel that got it through. I think there was just way too many people trying to get the audio working. Too many people. And I had mine up since 8:30 yesterday morning. 8:30 my time.
They wouldn't have had that problem if they would have live streamed it.
Yep.
I mean, just one trusted news outlet. That's all they needed to do.
I mean, I kept up with it. Thank God to either who was it? Was it KGET, or it was Bakersfield News, Bakersfield News. I kept up with both of them, and I think it was KGET that came out with the verdict first.
Yeah.
So I was reading them as they go. Because at first we were listening to the Duty Round and we could kind of hear it. And I was like, you know what? Forget this. I went to Twitter and I went to Twitter and that I read off the verdict myself. I'm kind of not happy with it, really. I mean, I'm happy with that they got 5 out of 7, but I just don't understand how the 2 didn't come into play.
I don't get
like,
it.
You know, they left with that kid. They never came back with that kid. What happened with that kid?
And that's classic, right? The charges that didn't stick had to do with classic, right?
Orson. I don't know which one. I don't know which one's classic and sincere.
Classic.
I just know which one is Orson and Oren.
Oh, I don't call them that.
Yeah, I know their real names, but I don't know which is which. Which name goes with what kid. So that's why I say Oren and Orson. Like, I don't know which one is classic or which one is sincere.
My G.
Either name is kind of weird.
Not doing much. How are you doing? Are you making music or what?
What?
I was asking G if he asked what I was doing. So I was asking him.
He was making coffee, he said.
Doesn't he make music though? Yeast or something?
Yeah, he's a DJ. Where the hell are all these things coming from? All right, give me a second so I can get me something to drink. Because there's no more coffee made.
I'm sorry, you guys. It's really different than StreamYard. So I'm trying to keep up with the comments.
That's why I put it on screen, honey.
But I'm behind.
Oh, you're going back and reading the comments.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up on everything.
I gotcha.
So if I'm, whatever.
That confuses me when I do that because then I can't figure out what the hell the conversation's about. Because, usually you ask like 100 questions in between what you're trying to read.
Yeah.
Like, who was it? I think it's old man when he's live. Like, he'll do that. He misses comments, and then he'll go back, and it's like, no, it's you, not him. You, like it's a delay. There's a delay. So when you ask a question, we answer it, and by the time you see our answer, you already asked like another question or two. So then we're in the comments like, no, that was before.
Yeah, I hate that delay. So with Classic and Sincere, Classic is the youngest one, and Sincere is the oldest brother.
Okay, Sincere is Oren, and Classic is Orson.
Yeah, Oren is Sincere, and Orson is Classic. I know it's confusing.
Warren's 4 and Orson's 3.
Yep.
Or 4 and 5.
I thought it was
No.
3 and 4.
No, it's 3 and 4. I'm thinking now they would be like 6 and 7.
Yeah, is that crazy? That poor family.
Do you know, I always wanted to know who alerted the biological family that the kids were missing.
Okay,
Was it
I could be
the
wrong, but from my understanding, in that neighborhood where they moved, I think somebody in the family lived in that neighborhood.
Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe the first foster parents. But then again, I was like, how did the first foster parents know?
Well, you know, when they got into that house with the lady, the realtor, she said she didn't see the kids.
She
And I
said she
guess
only seen 4 of them.
they were in the van.
But every time they did something or went somewhere, nobody seen the 2 youngest ones. They were always either with her mom or his mom. But yet, come to her mom, she never had the kids because she only spoke Spanish, not English. So that means the kids that she fostered only spoke Spanish.
Oh, horrible.
Like, what?
Sad situation.
No, we don't know where the kids are still. We have no idea where them babies are. They're between, as far as we know, they're between Bakersfield and Cal City. Where, we don't know.
They're not ever going to talk. Nope. She was so cold during that verdict.
Oh my God. No. Did you see her face? She was looking like, what the hell? Like she did not expect to get guilty.
Well, and he showed emotion. He looked like he was going to cry. You should play it.
Well, you want me to?
Yeah. Watch his face, then hers. I always thought he was the one in charge. I think she was in charge of that.
You know what? Yeah, no, I always thought it was all her.
Oh,
I
did you?
thought that she was the one that orchestrated everything just by the way, when they were doing if you look at the interview, their interview that they did outside, look how he's standing. And every time something happened, he looked over at her, like whenever a question was answered.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was
He
about.
looked over at her for approval, like. Yeah, I got sent each one of I got a 2-minute clip of each of them when their verdict was read.
Here,
Come on, dummy.
Am I muted? No. Hold on.
No, I can hear you.
Okay. I just wanted to.
I can hear you loud and clear.
I know, I'm losing my voice.
No, wait, I don't even have to do that. I can do this. All right. Hey, I paused it. I don't think there's any sound. Wait, there might be sound to it. Yeah, hold on.
Does Restream have a private chat? No, it don't.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Okay.
It does.
Oh my God, I guess. I'll mute.
Restream does a lot of stuff, actually, though. I mean, I think there's a little bit more with Restream than there is StreamYard. But you don't get as much access to stuff like you do on StreamYard. Some things you can't, but they have like for their you know how like the countdown to start your live. They have like how many? There's a lot of choices. You can't if you want to download something yourself, then you have to pay for it. But they have like 12 different things for you to choose from. They have backgrounds you can choose, overlays that you can choose from. They do have backgrounds you can choose from. I think there's like 20 of those. And then they don't have the music like yeah, but they got basically everything else.
Is it
And you got 2 layers.
Is it the free one?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm on my free site right now. It doesn't charge. You don't ever run out of. You have unlimited hours on it.
Oh, really?
You can even up to like I think upload a video up to 2 hours.
Really?
Worth.
That's cool.
I think they were trying to see these for Christmas. Oh, you're talking about how they found out. All right, gotcha. All right, let's watch this. Damn it. Why do I have 2 restreams up? Oh, because I was looking at the times.
Case 18340. Verdict. Bakersfield, California, May 18, 2023. First count. We, the jury, impaneled to try the above entitled case, find the defendant, Jacqueline West, guilty of felony 2 with murder in the 2nd degree, in violation of Section 7, Parent A of the Penal Code, charged in the first count of the indictment, signed for person. Second count. We, the jury, impaneled to try the above entitled case, find the defendant, Jacqueline West, guilty of felony 2 with involuntary manslaughter in violation of Section 192 of the Penal Code as charged in the 2nd count of the indictment, signed for person. Third count. We, the jury, try the above entitled case, find the defendant, Jacqueline West, guilty of felony 2 with willful cruelty to a child in violation of Section 273A, Parent A of the Penal Code, as charged in the 3rd count of the indictment, signed for person. 6th count. We, the jury, impaneled to try the above entitled case, find the defendant, Jacqueline West, felony 2 with willful cruelty to a child in violation of Section 273A, Parent A of the Penal Code, as charged in the 6th count of the indictment, signed for person. 7th count.
Damn it.
We, the jury, impaneled to try the above entitled case, find the defendant, Jacqueline West, guilty of misdemeanor 2 with false report of an emergency in violation of Section 148.3, Parent A of the Penal Code, charged in the 7th count of the indictment, signed for person.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Versus Jacqueline West. Case BF 18340.
Hello?
Watch him. He's gonna cry like a baby. Oh no, not cry.
He looks like he's going to.
I thought he was going to. I'd be like, oh, bummer.
Show some kind of damn emotion. Neither one of y'all showed any emotion at all the whole trial. Like your favorite. Oh, so how about tomorrow before I start the premiere? How about we talk Lori into coming and giving us an interview from jail?
I'm putting that off right now. Okay. Until I feel better. You'll understand when I talk to you later, okay?
Okay. I was just picking up on what you said the other day. I mean, it was either your
I know, it's
community
funny.
post or
Isn't it funny though?
you offer. I'm taking up on your offer. I was gonna have one of Letitia's cousins on my damn come on the channel, but I chose against it. Not only that, I got into an argument with her. What is going on with this?
Which one? Which one?
Oh, you dumbass.
What?
408. Verdict.
I had it on mute.
Bakersfield, California, 18, 2023. First count. We, the jury and panel to try the above, find the defendant, Fazal West, guilty of felony, to wit, murder in the second degree, in violation of Section 187, parent A of the Penal Code as charged in the first count of the indictment. Signed, foreperson. Second count. Jury and panel to try the above entitled case find the defendant, Fazal West, guilty of felony involuntary manslaughter in violation of Section 192, parent B of the Penal Code as charged in the second count of the indictment. Signed, foreperson. Third count. We, the jury, and panel to try the above entitled case find the defendant, Fazal West, guilty of felony, to wit, willful cruelty to a child in violation of Section 273A, parent A of the Penal Code as charged in the third count of the indictment. Foreperson. Sixth count. We, the jury, and panel to try the above entitled case find the Fazal West guilty of felony with willful cruelty to child in violation of Section 273A, parent A of the Penal Code as charged in the sixth count of the indictment. Signed, foreperson. Seventh, we, the jury, and panel to try the above entitled case find the defendant, Fazal West, guilty of misdemeanor, to wit, false report of an emergency in violation of Section 148.3, parent A of the Penal Code as charged in the seventh count of the indictment. 4%. Case BS 188-340A. Verdict. Bakersfield, California, May 18, 2023. First count. We impound to try above case. Find defendant Fazal West guilty of
It don't make no damn sense.
murder in violation of Section 187.
So yeah, there we go. So I seen a little bit of emotion from her. She turned her head real quick at her lawyer and then turned right back to the judge. Like she looked at her lawyer like, what the hell?
Well,
I really feel like they thought they were going to they were going to be walking out of there, going home.
I didn't. Not after
I
hearing.
don't feel like.
Not after
No,
hearing
not
what that
us.
said.
No, I think they thought that they were going to walk out of there and go. Now, I didn't have like a surefire guilty or not guilty with them. because we didn't know what all the evidence they had.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too sure. It could, to me, it was a 50-50 chance. I'm happy for what they did get charged with. I just wish that Orson would have got the same justice.
Well, if they find the
Because
body, he'll be charged.
I don't understand how one you can charge them with one, but you didn't charge them with the other. So I'm praying that they do recharge them.
But if they find a body, they can.
Well, I mean, they still can retry them for the two because it's the mistrial. So they still can retry them for them two counts. But they have until July 13th to figure out what they're going to do.
Yeah,
they have to have a.
That's so weird.
Huh?
What is a long wait for?
Because of the two counts. They're
I mean,
giving
look
them
at
till July.
Natasha. She got sentenced right away.
But she got guilty on everything. If she got any of them, I don't know. I don't know exactly why. Different courts, different rules, different everything.
Yeah.
But they're giving them till the 13th. That they're giving them till the 13th. The DA to come up with they're going to do for the last two counts. They have to have sentence set by the 13th if they're going to retry them or not. So that's why the judge said that. Well, we'll go ahead and sentence them. We'll give them their sentence by the day that they get the sentencing starts is when you have to have that in. So
I don't understand California. Maybe you do. Are they still in the county jail or are they in the prison? Will they stay in county until they're sentenced?
Yeah, they'll be in county until they're sentenced.
Oh, okay.
But she's in a women's prison and he's in a man's prison. I mean jail.
Yeah.
Like there's she's in a women's detention and he's in a jail. Kind of like what they had what they did with Lori.
Yeah.
Hello, Kim. Welcome.
Who's here now? Hi, Kim. Yeah, you're right. Yep, the plea bargain. You know what I think? I think the kids are in water. I don't know why.
That would be one good reason why they're not being found. But then again, they are in the desert part of California, so that's another reason why they're not being found.
I mean, how can two little kids disappear like that? Come on now.
In the desert. I mean, I think something happened to them. They brought them to the desert, left them there, and let nature take its course.
Oh, really? You think?
And I would hate it. That's what I feel like happened. I'm not saying that is what happened, but that's what I feel like they did. Because I feel like they just didn't give a crap.
I didn't know if they were getting all that money for them. Did you know that? What they got a month?
Yeah, $1,000 per kid. $1,000 per kid. Yep, that's why they didn't work. Either one of them worked, and that's why they homeschooled. They got $4,000 a month per kid. I mean, for
These
each kid
kids that are getting homeschooled, I feel they should someone come in there and check out the home every now and then. Check on those kids that are homeschooled.
I think they should have a little bit more stricter rules to the homeschool too. Yeah, or like because homeschool has the same things as regular school. So, in order for your kid to stay in homeschool, I think that they should have to do something to where they interact with somebody else in their homeschool district. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so that way they're aware them kids are actually there.
Yeah.
because I know like OG, she homeschools, and her daughter does cheerleading, her son does football. They but they're in like a church homeschool, like a Christian homeschool program.
Okay.
And they have like all different kinds. They have prom, they have homecoming, they have, yeah, they have it all, just like a regular school. But they just don't go to school with everybody. They stay at home and go to
It's
school.
on the computer?
No, I think all hers is like they she they get a certain packet for that semester or that quarter, and they have to fill out that she had just before the quarter ends. She has to put in for the new quarter, and it's just like a packet they got to do. But she's there to help teach them if they need the help, or she has certain things she has to do as their teacher. I have a friend that teaches 8 of her kids. 8. No, 7. I'm sorry, 7, because one's 22 and the other she'll be teaching him next year. So next year she'll have 7 again because one graduates this year. So she's been doing it for 12 years, homeschooling her kids.
Wow.
And as the years go, she had more kids. But she has like 10 kids. And I think there was like 4. There's like 5 from her husband had 5. She had 4. Yeah, she had 4. And when they got married, they had 1. So
okay.
His went to regular school until they got together. Then when they got together, she started homeschooling. She homeschooled hers, so she started homeschooling his too.
Well, whatever.
So she homeschooled 7 kids. 7. That's crazy. I don't think I could do it, especially high school.
Are you kidding?
Especially high school.
How can you afford it?
I don't know. For me, the high school experience was the best part of going to school. But then again, we also went to school in a different time. But I loved high school. Like, I didn't want to miss any of that stuff, because there's a lot of stuff that you miss when you're not in regular school. You miss the junior, senior skip day, or whatever, wherever you are, whatever type of graduation night thing that they do for the kids. I know Florida, they shut down Disney World like at 11 o'clock. At 11, well, I think they closed Disney World anyway at a certain time. And then it's like all the high schools in one district or the whole state. It's the whole weekend. Each district or whatever, I don't know how they do it, but I know like we went for our graduation. We went to Disney World. It was called grad night. We went to Disney World that night. We got there at 11 o'clock at night and didn't come home until like 10 o'clock the next morning. Nice. So yeah, Florida does fun things for their kids. I don't know about the homeschool. I know that the homeschool.
I thought you
the homeschool is. I am from New York, but I went down. I graduated in Florida.
Okay.
I went down there my junior year, or half of my junior year. My mom was like, I'm going to take you and put you in a school that you've never been in, so that way I know you graduate.
Yeah.
Up in being around where you're from, I don't know. I did it good enough. I'm not going to say I was like the best. I'm not going to lie. But I did it. I did enough in school, passing wise, to be able to stay on my after school activities. Like my grades kept up long enough for me to stay on the cheerleading, to stay on the gymnastic team, and stay on the color guard team.
Oh, wow.
But that's it. Like I barely made that. And I was on track for a while, cross country track, but I got caught smoking, got booted off you. And color guard interfered with softball, so I quit softball.
I
Plus
was
my
on the work
scholarship.
program. I got to work. I only went to school like 4 hours a day.
We had to work at school program too, but we didn't do it. I didn't
I
do it.
did.
I like my.
And I loved it.
I went to school after I went to work after I got out of like whatever sport I was doing that day. I worked at a roller skating rink, so I didn't have to be there till like 6 o'clock. And I just didn't work on days I had competition or I had a game. And practice was over before I had to start work, so. I feel these two only have the bodies as leverage. You know, that could be a good possibility there, Kim. I never thought about that like that. Like, we'll give you the bodies if you give us, don't give us life, take life off the table. But at the end of the day, regardless of what the DA or the jury says, it's what that judge wants to do.
True.
He doesn't have to take their recommendation for what they get sentenced as. He can sentence them for whatever the hell they wants to. Like, I've seen that happen many and many a times, even with plea deals. The judge turn around and say, well, I'm not accepting that plea deal. This is what I want, and this is what I'm getting, and this is what you're going to do. I've been watching, I don't know if I told you, I've been watching these courtroom cases, like regular court, civil court, and criminal court. And
on YouTube,
there's this one channel I watch. It's called Law Chat with Mike, or something like that. And he just goes. There's this one district in Michigan. He commentaries on, and then there's a couple of them, and these judges are so funny. But what makes it even worth watching is how stupid some of these people go into those Zoom courts as. Like, if they're going in there talking to their friend, not talking to a judge.
Yeah.
Like, and then the judge has to remind them, you're in court still. Like, this one Judge Bryant, she's funny as shit. This one girl was in court, and she's like, you are in court. Do you not realize this? And the girl's like, yes, ma'am. She's like, well, get the hell out of bed.
Yeah, people don't
She's
understand
like,
that. It's like you are in a courtroom.
Oh my God. I wish I could find the feeds for the courtrooms around my area. I would have so much fun with that. Because I guarantee you I know a lot of people. And that would be so funny to watch people get sentenced. Because they have pretrial. A lot of them are pretrial.
Yeah. I like watching the bond hearing ones.
Bond denied.
You ever watch the bond hearing ones that they have on YouTube? It's Texas. Yeah. They're real.
There's a lot. Mike does the bond hearing ones too. He likes doing the pre-trial ones because these. I'm so sorry, Judge. I really didn't read it. Like yesterday, there was one about the shoplifter. She's like, I just didn't even realize that I wasn't scanning out. I was just it was a mistake. I didn't mean to. And then the lawyer was like, Judge, can I have a minute with my client in the breakout room? And she's like, yeah, sure. She puts him in the breakout room. She comes back and she's like, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I knew I didn't scan some of the items. She's like, but only some of them.
Oh.
Like how the rest of them get in the bag. And then what it was even better that the total was over $100.
Oh, really?
But you didn't know about some of them, but just falling in your bag. Not like you have to open these bags yourself. How does stuff just fall in the bag?
Well, if they got so many cameras.
Yeah, they do. Well, some of them have cameras right on top of the thing, the scanner.
Oh, yeah. There's where I live, this area, whatever. There's 3 cameras. One directly looking at you on the register that you're scanning.
Yep.
Oh, so I look up, I'm like, oh, hey, I'll smile.
You're on candid camera.
I was like, oh, I've been up since 5.
My God. I think Don B is actually um oh wow. Dolly is something else. All right, so Paranormal Quest put a thing out tonight. Is the night, PQ family. We want to see all of you during the premiere tonight. So come hang out with us and everyone else. If you never joined in one of our premieres, it's such a fun time. The best community on YouTube. We hope y'all come and join us. I'm pretty sure mine's set up for like 8 or 8:30. I don't remember.
You're an hour ahead of me.
Yep. Let me ask you a question. So going back to summer.
Go ahead.
What do you think? What do you have a thought or a feeling towards Don and Candace maybe selling their house and moving out of state?
Well, because you know them personally. I don't, and I feel it's none of my business. However, I wouldn't blame them if they did that. I would do it. With everybody camping out there, okay? I want to use the correct wording here. Invasion of privacy. What these people are doing. See, at first I thought, okay, I wouldn't leave because what if my daughter, wants to come back? But then look what's going on here. And if they're trying to get their kids back, their other kids, or if they have the opportunity, I don't know. You'd have to get out of there for your kids' safety, away from this mob of people. It's just a very sad situation. Can you imagine no answers? Nothing?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Damn it.
Can you hear me?
I did it for I heard you say, you know me, and then it went out. Then mine went out. I didn't even know. I didn't even hear what you just said. Damn it. Come on, Monday.
Well, I don't, okay, this is what I was trying to use correct wording here, or, being careful with my wording. I don't know what they're doing because it's their personal life, you know what I mean? But if they're,
Yeah.
my opinion, they need to stop, okay? They need to stop with these people. That's just
With
my
certain
opinion.
creators.
Yes,
I agree.
yes, definitely.
I agree.
Because they're not there for summer. If they're there for summer, they would be supporting these guys no matter what, unless there was an arrest otherwise. Okay?
And that's what I said to him. And I
Yes.
did say that to him.
Because once that happens, that's a totally different thing then. But I wouldn't blame them for wanting to leave at all, because people being at the end of your driveway, I mean, come on, it's going to be 2 years, June 15th. Leave these people alone. Let them get their life together. And if they do have the opportunity to get boys back, I wouldn't want to live there. I'd want to go where it's safe for them. Because who knows what
I'm sure they still have the opportunity, but as of right now, the boys don't want to go back to that land.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's my opinion. But
I agree with you 100%.
Don owns that land, right? All that land there?
Yeah.
Right?
That's his land.
Because he could lease that out. His property, right?
Lease it out,
Rent
sell
it. Rent it, whatever.
But he doesn't. I don't think he wants to sell it. I think he wants to leave it to the kids.
Okay, so.
But I don't think. I think the kids are going to sell it then, because I don't think they want anything to do with that land at all.
It's got to be some icky memories. It gets to the point, Me, I'd want to be there, hoping my kid would come back. But then with everything that's going on, I'd want to go to safety. For my safety and my kids. Away from that.
Okay, so this is what I said on somebody's comment. Excuse me. They had said, something about the selling the house and moving out of state. And I was like, come on, y'all. I was like, they still have to live. They still have to work. And if he can't get a job where he lives, he's got to go elsewhere.
Yeah, life don't stop.
Exactly. Bills come every month, like clockwork. So are they, supposed to stay in that house and like freeze time? That's not going to happen. They can't do that. Even if they do have that micro bit of hope that the boys will come back to them. Well, that the boys want to come back to them, but they don't want to be there. So they're not going back.
I don't blame them.
And nobody understands that.
I do.
But it's not nobody's business, one thing, but nobody understands that they don't want to go back to that house. So automatically, because they don't want to go back there, their rights are getting relinquished, or
they have been so violated from people. It's disgusting to me.
It's crazy. I try not to talk about them at all. I did. The one time I talked about them was when I got the list of what TBI took from the house, and I was wanting to know why they took one of the kids' clothes.
See, I didn't get into the case like that, okay?
Oh yeah, I got into it right
like her birthdays and stuff. I would do these memory things, but there's nothing new in the case, and I don't understand why people are reviewing the same crap over.
And that is what I said to the beginning.
I don't get.
That's what I said at the year anniversary. I said, okay, well, really, this is it. There is nothing more to this case until some new information comes out. And I'm not meaning the information on their parents. I'm talking about information to do with the case.
Yes. About.
I mean, I personally don't think Hawkins County is doing enough. But then again, I don't know what they're doing. But from the outside looking in, I don't see them doing anything.
Well, you know, the FBI is involved, and this is just it. Okay, okay, Candace and Don, they're not dumb, but you know what? I can't see them fooling all these different kind of law enforcement. Okay, especially the
I want
FBI.
to. I'd spoil that land, though. You'd spoil the
Yes, you're
land.
right. Yes, Kim, I agree with you.
Too many mistakes. The majority as truth. It's said to watch the streets as it's sad to watch mob mentality, right? They understand that they don't fit their narrative, so they go on what fits the evidence. I agree there too. They do it for the clicks and views and the dollars. Yes, ma'am. And I'm so glad that I cannot and will never be put in that category. So, as the way things are going right now, anyway.
Well,
I can't even get above
your
500.
channel's gonna explode. Believe me, it will. You'll get there.
I can't even get 500 I can't even get 500 subs, let alone worry about views and clicks.
Do you know how long
I'm
I'm
good
at 300 forever?
I'm good at where I'm at because that means I still can pay attention to my chat.
Well,
I
yeah,
can
you
still
communicate with your chat.
person. I can interact with them personally,
Yeah.
but I can't if I have like 100 to 3,000 people. I can't do that, and I won't. I will never let my chat get that big. I won't. I will make sure you have to be a sub to come and chat, or you have to be a
Oh, sub only?
you have to be a sub for like 6 months before you can chat. If it ever gets.
Oh my God, I
Well,
see you do that and I laugh. I'd be like, oh man, she's on one today. Don't mess with her today.
You're bored. I'm Dippy. How are you doing, bored? That you like Summer's case, so why are you bored? You're not listening, obviously.
Yeah, get in the conversation, my G.
Do you want
to
come up and talk? Does GT want to come up and talk with us?
Yes, I want to hear your opinion on things.
Look, he said, "I'm bored, but not with y'all."
Oh,
So at
okay.
first I thought he was saying
We
that
were
when I said,
boring.
"Do you want to come up and chat?" And then he said, "But not with y'all." I was gonna say, "You don't want to chat with us?"
There's such a delay, though. He's not bored with us.
He's never bored with us. He's just bored in that house.
Yeah.
Take your dad's car out for a spin. Just don't do nothing stupid. Go to Walmart, get your equipment that you want to get for your DJing, and then go back and set it up. There you go. You won't be bored no more. But yeah, Kim, I agree with you. Most of it's about their narrative, the clicks and the views, and that money that they make off of it.
Well, they'll talk about it over and over and over and over and over. So you just start believing that way.
Well, I mean, I've even thought about going back from the beginning and thinking, going over stuff. But I'm not talking about go back to the beginning with YouTube. No, I'm talking about go back to the beginning with like the news TBI, what the TBI has said and sheriff has said. I'm not talking about going back to talk what everybody else on the internet has said. Because 9 out of 10 things that the internet is going around on the internet, it's wrong. And I'm not saying that everything that the law said is correct either, because like Ronnie Lawson said that they lawyered up. They didn't lawyer up.
He lied. How could he do that?
Yes, they had lawyers for the boys, but that's family lawyer. That's family court.
Yeah.
They don't do criminal.
Yeah.
Okay. And yes, he did have a lawyer before he went to jail, but he had to have one. He had to have one for that DUI. Otherwise, he could have got a lot worse than 9 months. But as far as anything to do with Summer, no lawyer whatsoever. None of them.
I just thought it was really strange for law enforcement to say that, and it wasn't true.
Well, even like Kim just said, law enforcement is allowed to lie. But see, and that just makes you wonder how much of the truth they actually told, that what they were saying was truth. I felt like a lot of the stuff they were saying just to keep people holding on, to keep people talking, to see what kind of information they could actually really get out of everything. Because the way I look at it is, whatever could be truth is probably bits and pieces of what everybody is saying, but they just don't have the whole truth as one, as like the whole thing. Everybody has their own little bit of what they thought is the truth. Put it all together and it might be the truth. Oh God, here he is.
Uh-oh.
He's back. Did they look, dude, you got to think they're not going to get back to you today. Today is not a business day. Give them until like Monday or Tuesday.
What happened? Why'd you get ripped off?
He ordered some equipment and it never came.
Oh no.
Or yeah, it never came. And then he's been calling and or emailing them and stuff like that, trying to get up with them, and they were supposed to email him back and never emailed him yet.
Oh.
Poor G. I swear, if it wasn't for bad luck, he wouldn't have none. But it's just like you gotta weed through what everybody is saying and figure out what they are saying, what the truth is in what they're saying. But that's what I asked Don. I've been wanting to ask this question since last year. I wanted to know if every time he would get on somebody's panel, if he was when he was inebriated, if like certain stuff he said, most of the stuff he said, if it was just a bunch of bull, like BS, were you just telling them what they wanted to hear type stuff. He cackled at that. He's like, yeah, well, kind of. So, yeah, I knew that was a lot of shit that he said was a lie.
A lot of people took advantage of the situation when he was drinking, though. Oh God, let's get him on our channel and get him.
He's not here, honey. He's not here. Yeah, you can get them in trouble with the bank, GT. I didn't think about that. I don't know what you can say, because I don't want to tell them that they took it out of your bank account because you literally sent it to them. So I don't know how that would go about, but you could probably get that stop payment. Yeah, it was software, not equipment. My bad.
Wow, that's too bad. Hold on, I need to go find something to eat.
What? Did you just say you were going to find food?
Yeah, I got to go look for something to eat. Maybe I'll feel better.
You're going to eat? Yeah, write that down. Please mark that down on a calendar.
You're funny.
It's 2:00 or maybe 1:00 her time. Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. It's fraudulent because they just scammed you out of your money, so they can tell if it's a real corporation or not. Thank you, love. I'm so glad you came in here. Although you missed Don Wells, but thank you for coming in. I love my FS. I don't get to see her that often no more. That's my no candy, sugar coat, and no. That's my pit bull, y'all. Like that's my pit bull Rottweiler Doberman mixed in one. Don't mess with that one. I can't be held accountable for what she does. I mean, she can be quite vicious. They still can get it back, even if it went through. It's still a fraudulent because you have all the paperwork what it's supposed to be for, right? You have the proof that they're not responding to you, right? No, I mean it's worth a shot, dude. It really is. It's worth a shot to figure out. So you're so gullible sometimes. Damn, Kit.
Okay, I'm just gonna have corn dogs and tater tots, so I gotta have the oven heat up now.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah. I bought software and installed it, and it won't download.
I have corn dogs, but I have French fries, not tater tots. I wish I had tater tots. I love tater tots.
I do too.
My husband hates them though.
Do you think you got a virus?
No, he bought some software
Yeah, maybe he's got a virus though.
for
Preventing him.
his he bought some software for his DJ and stuff, and it was a scam.
Yeah, I was gonna say a virus.
So now we're trying to tell him to call the bank and let them know. And he's got all the proof that it never came in, it was never delivered, it never was even ordered. He should be able to get that money back. Kim said that she just went through it and they gave it back to her for fraudulent. And he's like, it is what it is. No, I mean, $120, that's not, I mean, I'm not saying it's like a ton of money, but nowadays that's a lot of money to people that don't have it. If the bank approved the payment, then they have the information on the company to call the bank. There you go. GT, you can just call her FS.
I got the emails.
Oh. So what time is it? 2:00. I'm probably gonna go ahead and end this because I do have that live tonight. Wait, hold on. GT. Pain in the ass.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
See, the thing about that is, though, I can't go to the bank like that because I'm only supposed to have my daddy's card.
Oh. Never mind. Gotcha.
So it is what it is. I just had to fight them through email.
Wow.
And see, the computer I got, I can't go out and buy the CD-ROM because it don't got a CD-ROM in it.
Okay.
Welcome to Windows 11.
So you need a registration key.
No, I got everything's registered. Everything is registered. It was the last bit of it installing that I could use the program, and it won't download 2 pieces of the software to complete the damn task.
Wow.
Yeah, $143.
Well,
Damn it, man.
try. Okay. Oh, you said did you delete it, uninstall it, and try again?
Oh, I deleted it 2 or 3 times.
Did you uninstall it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But what gets me is it's the same company that Bob always used to do my music with.
Oh, okay. That's good that you know the company then.
Yeah, Sony, they like major industry. And I'm using the Acid Pro 11, so maybe I just need to get another damn, instead of 11, I need to go to like the 9 or something like that. But I contacted both of the people,
Kim
both
said
of
call
the,
Geek Squad.
I contacted both of the people that the software wouldn't download, and one of them was Magix. And that woman said they don't have nothing to do with Acid Pro. I'm sitting there like, but yeah, I advertised the shit on your website.
Oh, that sucks.
That is pretty weird, though. They don't have nothing to do with it, but they promote it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got the program on your website, but you don't got nothing to do with Sony Acid. How the hell's that work?
Or what it could be is that they pay for uh promotional ads. They don't necessarily get to pick which ones come on.
She
They just
said they was a promoter company. But she could have gave me the contacts to get in touch with their ad. You know what I'm saying? Considering I just spent my damn money.
Yeah, she gave you like the customer service helpline or something.
I even went to the Sony, where the people that emailed me the serial number and all that stuff. I emailed them back and told them I was having problems with it, and they ain't responded. So that shows me right there, evidently it was a gimmick. I just got screwed. That's
So
all.
you said they were responding at first, and then they just automatically stopped.
Yep.
One of two things: you got screwed, or they just got overwhelmed.
I report them to the Better Business Bureau.
You could do that too,
because then you can look up that business, see if they're legit.
Ow.
That's just my opinion.
Well, the thing is, if I put if I put their their email, their website, it'll pull the same one up every time. They can make that as a false advertisement website and be
And
totally
they get
different from the
in trouble
back.
for that. That no, that you could get in trouble for that though.
The what?
You should. They get in trouble for that. You can't have a false advertisement.
Well, the thing is, if you, yeah, they could get in trouble with it, but if they got 20 different kind of IP addresses that link to that website, you ain't gonna know who's there. I'm just gonna go ahead and bite the bullet and say I got scammed and
But with
go
every
do it.
website, there's a I. But hey, look, every website has its own IP address.
Yeah,
Doesn't it, Kit?
that's true. But you know how many hackers there is out there, and they will not get caught because they that damn good. And every time I go to my email, shuts it back down.
No, I just sound kind of. I don't know. I don't even know what I want to. I don't even know the words I'm looking for. No phone number. Why can't you report it as fraudulent? It's not his bank account. The bank has every way to find a person. Believe me, they found mine. It's a federal offense for them to do that.
Yeah, it's a federal offense what I'm doing too, but that's beside the point.
No, you do that. You pay your dad's bills and stuff with his money.
Yeah, I know. It still don't make me feel good though.
Dang. You okay over there?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm sorry, I forgot to mute. I was seeing if my oven was warmed up.
You sound like there's something fell and crashed.
No, I took a rack out of there. Out of the oven.
Oh, it was just really loud. It sounded like you broke something.
Yeah, I forgot to mute. Yep, I would go to the Better Business Bureau, but that's just me.
Kim said, give it to your bank. It's a federal offense. They will find the person. And if not, they still guarantee your money back for fraudulent.
Yeah, but it ain't my bank. It's my dad's bank, and he ain't capable of going up there and doing this shit with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm screwed.
I'm just glad it wasn't more than what it was, honestly.
You don't know, right? It'd be all right. It would be all right.
His dad is in old people home. He can't. So right now because his dad isn't in the right frame of mind to sign the paper saying that he can pay the bills and everything. He has to pay the bills so his dad has somewhere to come when they release him from this place, if they release him from this place. So he has to keep his dad's bills up.
Who?
G2.
Oh.
Because when his dad comes out, he's the one that takes care of his dad.
Okay.
But she was gonna put me over the power of attorney, but he didn't ever get around to it.
Yeah, he ended up in there before he could.
It'll be alright. Tomorrow's a new day.
Tomorrow's a new day. Yeah. Only you.
Well, I suppose I'm going to get going.
No. No, he's not, sweetheart. Okay, love.
Okay.
I thank you for
How
coming
you
by.
guys? Love you. How do I get out of here now?
Push leave.
You
Where's
leaving?
leave?
I'll remove you.
Okay, just.
Do you want,
Oh, here we go. I see.
do you want me to call you when I get done?
Yeah, that's fine.
Bye, kid. Love you. Bye.
She's in and out like lightning.
I know, right?
It is a boring. I mean, it's been boring for the last. I guess since the trial ended, really, it's been kind of boring ever since. Like I can't figure out nothing to do. He didn't have time to get it signed and stuff transferred over into his name before they put his dad there. I'll tell you what, I just got the strongest smell of like beer. The drink, the beer,
Yeah.
like a Budweiser, Bud Light, and don't nobody in my house drink.
Huh. That's weird.
I don't smell it anymore. That was weird as shit.
Do you know anybody that used to drink that has passed away?
My dad and my uncle.
There you go.
My real dad and my uncle. I don't smell it anymore.
Maybe they was wanting to let you know they was there with you.
That was weird.
Every now and then I get sent my mom's perfume she used to wear.
Like that was a really strong smell, dude. Like that was weird.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I smelt that beer smell. Whew. She said you can go up to the courthouse and file for power of attorney since he's in the rehab. You can get, well, it's kind of like emergency custody.
Yeah, but can I do that with somebody else being over the power of attorney?
Well, considering that person is also in the same place your dad is and is not competent to do it either, I'm pretty sure that would be annulled.
Well,
I mean, you could call the clerk of court and ask.
yeah. I need to do something. Know that.
Why would you do that, dummy? Eva. Yeah, if you don't, you have to figure out how to get it because once the one, well, one check is his retirement, so they can't touch that. And the other check, what is the other check? Is SSDI or whatever? Or is it what?
I don't know.
The one is retirement. They cannot touch that check. But if it's any kind of state check, they can. They will. If they, 'cause by law, you're supposed to tell them that he's there. Well, they should actually know that he's there.
Oh, they know
But
that.
if it's not a long-term thing, they're not going to take his check because he's still coming out. So he still has to pay bills. So
Well, it's a long-term thing because he ain't getting no better. I mean, he ain't even walking. He's walking, but he's got to use the walker now instead of walking by himself.
oh yeah, we got a big delay in questions because she's just now answering about the smell. Says, does anybody that passed on drink? Yeah, it'd be my dad. I mean, I know a lot of people that have passed on, but that beer smell, I only remember on my dad and my uncle. Because not very many people I know drinks beer. Most of them drink liquor. If they drink beer, it's just because that's all there was at that place to drink. Oh, damn it. Breathe back on me because I want to smell it again. But then it would be like, well, which one is it? Is it my uncle or is it my dad?
Might be both of them.
As strong as that was, it was like he was standing right in my face, breathing on me. Or right next to me, like right up in my face, like the side of my face.
Yeah.
That was a strong smell of beer. And honestly, it wouldn't have surprised me if my dad was drinking a beer when he passed away. I mean, they told my grandmother and them to keep him comfortable and let him do what he wants to do. You know, he didn't have much time. So they got him like a 6-pack, a pack of cigarettes, a 6-pack of Tall Boys, a pack of Marlboro Red shorts, and about $50 worth of lottery tickets. And after he was cremated and his ashes were brought to my grandmother's, they had him sitting on a table, and he had one of those Tall Boys sitting there, the Budweiser 16 ounces. They call them Tall Boys up in New York. And then he had like $5 in lottery tickets, and then he had a pack of Marlboros sitting right in front of him. Yeah, and I know my uncle was in the hospital when he passed on, so he wasn't drinking, so it had to be my dad. I wouldn't put it past them. All right, GT, I'm gonna get off here because I want to be awake when I do the premiere tonight. I don't want to be sleepy. If I keep staying on here, I'm not going to end up wanting to do it tonight. But you lost signal anyway. But I'll see you guys later. Remember, look for me about 8 o'clock, 8:30. I don't know. It's probably going to be closer to 8:30. Love your faces. Be kind. If you catch us on the replay, please leave a comment. Nice one. Don't be rude. All right. And smile. Your smile. You never know what it'll do for somebody else's day.